I'ma make you famous, nigga. Since you trying so hard to become a star. You really wanna be important, huh? You won't think battle rap community to accept you. So we hear all your shots, all your disrespect. You talking to the right one, nigga. I'm the wrong nigga to lie to. I'm the nigga your mama said don't talk to. Breathed in just to walk through. Did you ever get at the niggas who robbed you? Who you think you scam, my nigga? I've been through war in trenches you would never enter. Did I mention the meal, Afghanistan? Iraq murder, we Taliban, deep Neverland. Chubby Jag, your swag's off, the gloves off. You and Cassidy sharing that same bag sauce. I'm a boss, the wrong nigga to cross you lost. The very moment you signed on it, it hurt, don't it? You a fruit, get squeezed, handled in juice, and passed around for cheap to strangers like a prostitute. And none of you buzzers was getting money, your women before the deal. And I'm supposed to honor you real. I bang steel, dramatic, clap, mama, you rap, and lay you down where all of them dead homies at. You got the nerve to talk about shining goods, cause Cassidy lost the goods. Good, now he damaged goods. You a liar and I'ma tell you the truth. Don't nobody in battle rap honor you or acknowledge you. Loud nigga, proud, ugly, fat nigga. I put a 30 on Jag, only scrimmaging nigga. You must be out of your mind, man. Did you really think that it was gonna be this easy to buy you something like this? You the same hater. You hate on us. High nigga with everything, complain about everything. I don't understand that, man. But we know who you is, Jag.
I'm the wrong one to talk to, the wrong one you lied to. You don't want these problems, stop acting like you goblin. What's wrong with you? I say, what's wrong with you?
You a hater and you plastic, your homie is a faggot. I'll vanish you like magic, give you 7 out that ratchet. Now you know what blood is, get drowned in it, found in it. You talk just like a square, so I might just put a round in it. Fraud niggas, stop acting like a broad nigga. We don't wanna hear you lying, crying over cash, nigga. Ain't nobody scared of you, like we ain't got them hammers too. Ain't made at that room, bring down that ceiling like a sledge or two. Least I ain't a cheerleader who partner mess with she niggas. You be right there laughing, smoking, dapping it up with that nigga. It didn't even bother you. You even tried to lie about it. Disrespected anybody had something to say about it. We supposed to honor you. Jag, I'll spit on you. Hold you down and let the fattest person I know shit on you. This is what you stand for. I take a knee like Kaepernick. Raise on you like activists and catch you like an accident. You represent them fake niggas. Don't stab you in the back, niggas. Used to be your homie, now you phony and a snake, nigga. Talking like you still clap. Show me where your proof at. Name one hood you sold at, or someone you done head crack. Your felonies ain't seen no penitentiary. Don't ever mention money, women, guns if you dissing me. I flip the hottest, baddest chicks, customized foreign whips. Lawyers get me out quicker than surf if I get implemented.
I'm the wrong one to talk to, the wrong one you lied to. You don't want these problems, stop acting like you goblin. What's wrong with you? I say, what's wrong with you? I'm the wrong one to talk to, the wrong one you lied to. You don't want these problems, stop acting like you goblin. What's wrong with you? I say, what's wrong with you?
Opposition turn to ashes, desire murder like a passion. If we got beef, it's gonna be tragic. We gon' stretch it like elastic. More arms than a centipede, eyes lower than the Japanese. Tripod when I aim and squeeze, I evolve the game like Monopoly. See, we ain't the armor, you wolf fat. These happen more to get your dog mad. 6 flat from a click clack, they gon' really have to sew his head back. Put 30 bands on a Jag, toe tag, get out of there fast. One phone call, get it did early, I ain't even have to get my hands dirty. Nigga straight truck when you hit that cage, nigga. Big nigga move like snails, nigga, so you won't die none of these shells either. They'll burn, nigga. trees and coconut seeds. We were born weed, leave you PLE. If you still breathing, clap you no reason. We don't leave witness unfinished business. This ain't the battle, you win a nigga. Chubby Jag, I in you nigga. Try not to never involve me. Don't take any trip to Milwaukee. Chicago got killers in every city. I'm so connected, they know I did it. 50 did it, got 100 out of it, but I promise you won't get to talk about it. Chubby Jag, you a sucker nigga. Ugly, black, fat, trigger nigga. False pretender with a girl demeanor. You a born hater, I can hear it in it. Nigga remind me of 6ix9ine. Throwing the money in gang signs. It's all fine, money, Mac and murder. That shit statement on the bed case.
It's so amazing.
I miss my baby. So I miss my baby girl. So I don't deserve ya. Can't count how many times that a player done hurt ya. I done burned you worse than Ursula. Wouldn't blame you if it ended in murder. I been pushing you away. Now you pushing me away. I be calling, you don't answer, dodging me every day. Now you dressing all seductive, trying to hinder me from hustling. Cause you want word to get to me by making sure my homies see. And I can't say that it ain't working. On my 7 shot of bourbon, ending bourbon, the traffic swerving. You ain't hold, don't know where I'm going. Thought to run to my mind. She done met a trapping player online. Probably out showing her a good time. Who she giving love and head to at night. Can't deny I'm really jealous. Side chick trying to get rebellious. Cause you know I really miss my lady. And know it ain't the same without my baby. I miss my baby. Never thought without you I'd be going crazy, crazy, crazy. I done played too many games, now the joke's on me. Can you really keep a woman where she don't wanna be? I hate sleeping alone. I hate being in this hole. Cause I'm reminded of her absence while I'm in here alone. I miss hearing her voice. I miss feeling her touch. I miss loving you. I miss arguing. I miss when we make up. I miss my baby. This ain't how we should have parted. When I was coming home regardless. It didn't matter who I laid with. Cause they cannot replace my baby. I see you all on social media. Acting like we never been together. Fell in black in all your pictures, and you no longer so religious. Got me all up in my feelings like a chameleon, 1 in a million. Ever had a player this bad? You should tweet it with a hashtag. Why when we break up, you looking better, changing your swagger, body so better. You looking freakier, you looking happier, you keep a manicure. I got a question for you. Where was this when I was with you when you was at home? How did we come to this for us to see where we really went wrong? What should have been, what could have been if you never did. I never been with her again, but we should have took I miss my baby. Never thought without you I'd be going crazy, crazy, crazy. I done played too many games, now the joke's on me. Can you really keep a woman where she don't wanna be? I hate sleeping alone. I hate being in this hole. Cause I'm reminded of her absence while I'm in here alone. I miss hearing her voice. I miss feeling her touch. I miss loving you. I miss arguing. I miss when we make up. I miss my baby. I miss my baby. I miss my baby girl. I was pushing you away. I miss my baby. I was pushing you away.
Vito. It's so amazing.
About to make history with this one right here, man.
Mama straight holding it down, got showing out.
You know I've been wanting you, girl.
This slow jam.
This our jam right here. Oh, I'ma tell you the reason. I'm gonna give you a lot of reasons why I've been wanting you. Straight up.
Shawty got that proper feel, and that booty looking sexy, ain't no denim for real. She killing in them French red bottom heels. Drew the attention of a player out here ballin' for real. $1 million crib, glass chandeliers, exotic two-seater foreigns and Cavaliers. I know you heard of others out here being real. Have your pleasures and desire been fulfilled? You ain't got an answer, already doubt it. Ain't worried about your man, baby girl, I'm about it. A woman like you need to be pampered and showered. Stop fussing with these broke niggas, cowards and liars, giving you hours. I know, you know I've been at your prom. Mama straight holding it down, got showing out. This slow jam, called romance. Shorty, you know, I want you.
She look like a stripper. Shawty will give you life to remember. So seductive, make you bust out the zipper. She a dope dealer trophy and a model for foreigns. In a bed she ain't born, you get her wet then she pouring.
You're not getting younger, girl, you need a soldier. If I get the gift between your legs, then it's over. Ice like December, you got my number. Make up your mind, take a ride, come and get ya. Smoke out the window, I'ma deliver. You get the picture, Instagram or some camera. More money, more problems, so your body should be tatted on me. No money could afford all the joy being with you gon' bring. And I got in mind something nasty. Promise if you let me, you won't regret in a minute you with me. You gonna love me. I know, you know I've been at your prom. Mama straight holding it down, got showing out. This slow jam, called romance. Shorty, you know, I want you.
There she go in the mall, flossing, spinning it all. There she go in the club, showing them brothers love. Now she up in that Beamer, tell me I know you seen her. Shorty wet like Katrina, quenching my Aquafina. When she gon' let me touch, when she gon' let me what? Ever happen to whining and dining, giving it up? I feel like I'm on probation, some of my best behavior. Shorty, you got me working and spinning for this relation. 69 minus the 1, you get it all. Key to the crib when you come and don't have to call. I promise I'll be worth every minute you get involved. Maybe this wait in the line, it won't be bad at all.
I know, you know I've been at your prom. Mama straight holding it down, strap showing out. This slow jam, called a romance. Shorty, you know, I want you.
Lieutenant and dropped out of school. Lieutenant and found third man, but he really like 30 years old. And her daddy was up in the pen. Not to mention her mama at home, smoking crack so she can't pay the bills. Every night she's just crying in bed, begging God like come take the wheel. Old dude hit her up with a drill. Late night going off 2 pills. He's spending 5% windshield. No cop on site, he chill. Told tennis switch seats, take the wheel. Grab a Glock and pull to where he live. Ski mask, or it's finna get real. Drug deal gone wrong, he killed. Thug love, ayy, ain't no love, don't you tell. You said you a thug. It ain't no fun and games when you the plug. You get no love. Jack boys coming, you better watch. Never know who said Plug love, ain't no love, don't you tell. You said you a thug. It ain't no fun and games when you the plug. It's no love. Jack boys coming, you better watch, never know who sell. Now she in traffic, heart racing, she don't know how it happened. She tryna get low, but it's too late. Bullets got the blasting. She hit the corner, almost crashed. Now she in the alley, but the car got a gas leak. But she stayed on the main street. They put her aside, they finna squeeze. She pleading out, yelling like please. They don't know, she's 17, but it's too late. Brody off beat, one shot to the head, her braids on the seat. A tear dropped down, she was in too deep. Ain't no love up in the streets. The plug on the case tryna lead the police. Hit the mama at home OC. She don't even know her daughter deceased. Hood life so the soccer repeat. The murder rate definitely gonna increase. Paranoid that you can't even sleep. Life gone way before you can blink. Nowadays you can't walk down the street without clutching the heat. Man, plug love, ain't no love, don't you tell. You said you a thug. It ain't all fun and games when you the plug. Get no love. Jack boys coming, you better watch, never know who said up. Never know who said up. Plug love, ain't no love, don't you tell. You said you a thug. It ain't all fun and games when you the plug. There's no love. Jack boys coming, you better watch, never know who said up.
The trap's in. You know the mills going to fire, man. Oh, you a trapper? You a trapper? Boy, you got your nerve. I ain't gonna try when nobody says you put in the work. You was never on the block, but me, I'm putting in work. Cause I was always on the block. Them early mornings and them late nights, posted on the block by the curb. No fear, me never scared. Why you ain't never scared? Cause them bills was doing the first. What? Why you burn? Either that or put on the curb. What? So what you do? So you know that I'm putting in work. Bills had to be paid. Need the money in by the first. And I gave my mama my word. That I never see or heard. So you know I was putting in work. Why boys wanna put me on shirts? Cause they wanna be me and it hurts. They inside, green on it, it's like a turd. Trapping and making it happen. Who knows why I be without rapping? Probably somewhere here I clapping. Or shooting these actors for acting. I wish somebody dropped me, cause where it happened, they gon' find you. Talking on the internet, but your mouth closed when I'm by you. No, I ain't never flipped birds, never snitched, never said a word. And police all on my heels, cause I'm chasing something that I deserve. I beat all my homies that was put up in hers. I'm a rap, y'all, and that's on my word. And these boys ain't putting in work. Oh, you a trapper? You a trapper? Boy, you got your nerve. I ain't gonna try when nobody says you put in work. You was never on the block, but me, I'm putting in work. Cause I was always on the block. Them early mornings and them late nights, posted on the block by the curb. No fear, me never scared. Why you ain't never scared? Cause them bills was doing the first. What? Why you burn? Either that or put on the curb. What? So what you do? So you know that I'm putting in work.
Gon' make me catch your body too. Now street never lacking. That's where you find me. Run up, you ain't leaving. It's gon' be a homie. Got that pointed at you like I'm Uncle Tommy. 50 rounds got you sleeping in the blood puddle. Surrounded by my team like I'm in a huddle. If you say you blowing, I'ma bust your bubble for the clip. I got extra like stunt double. Voice talking hard, chopper to his lips. You ain't acting right, gon' make me flip the script. Got a pack of 2 leaf and take a trip. Falling for this money, I forever trip. Never slipping, got Rugers on both dips. Longest extendos and the kind of clip. For a pound boy, you would drop a grip. For my round boy, I clean a clip.
Call on my ham, got this hit a lick. I got goons there, and you quick hurt. Hit the fire, so we get it hit. They're boy off in a foreign whip. I don't mess with them oppers. Always keep the choppers. Then knock you down like trees. Team buzzing like bees. Hey, on the block all night, we don't hang out. Make it rain all year, I never had droughts. All my homies in the pen, y'all make it out. All you lame boys hate since you broke them out. Addicted to money, surrounded by green. I put in that work for me and my team. I kiss me a hopper, bet he gon' get beam. I let off a round.
Oh, you a trapper? You a trapper? Boy, you got your nerve. I ain't gonna try when nobody says you put in work. You was never on the block, But me, I'm putting in work. Cause I was always on the block. Them early mornings and them late nights. Posted on the block by the curb. No fear, me never scared. Why you a never scared? Cause them bills was doing the first.
Let's get it, man.
Why you been squad? Is it that I put on the curb? So what you do?
Yeah,
so you know that I'm putting in work.
So we laughing too. Flexing like Mr. Incredible. Bro, they say color is freaking too. Disrespect me and your family be missing you. Rhyme with bro on that Billy cool, black and white, just like Dr. Seuss. No scope in your chopper, we'll finish you with a shoe in the box at a funeral. Trapping like rich, water like bitch, so mama don't work just quick. Be on my hands on me bricks, stay with my dogs like big. Never go change the switch, the hand on my rollie don't even move. Your money too short, you need it sold like Stone Cold, breaking all the rules. You ain't getting money, you must be a fool.
Tryna eat, tryna get some meals. Stacks on deck, tryna get this deal. Life I live, try not to get killed. These bills ain't flex like they're really in the field. Push button on the whip like hold up. All these bands too young, like so what? To a game so sick, I'ma throw up. It's a tick in the cup, I'ma pull up. Hold up, keep P, you ain't trying, bro. White line on my name, ain't have bro. See this on the squad, I don't know you, bro. We gon' make to the top, I'ma show you, bro. You ain't never been on that block. Grind hard, tryna make to the top. Smile drop, but cuz on the spot. Hard time, never force me to stop, let's get her.
It's so amazing.
Nothing is everlasting. Nobody knows. These cowards try to left me for dead. I thank God my woman children were near. I'm reaching like I'm here with somebody. I can feel my spirit leaving my body. Then my eyes rolling back on my head. I'm not ready to leave yet. Could I just see her one more time? Or hold my children one more night? I don't know the direction to where heaven is. And I regret the way I live. I should've listened when she said, baby, I love you, but that's not the way. Nowadays you can't tell niggas nothing. Is it really worth it all getting this money? Niggas don't seem to get into that losing their lives. Quit saying you will, quit saying you will. Same family you love, same family you hurt. Once you put into that dirt, you no longer is worth. Everything you had to wealth belong to someone else now. Quit saying you will, quit saying you will. She found a way to finally move on. Needed money, so she mortgaged down. Then she started dating men. Started beating her in front of the kids. She cried herself to sleep at night, blaming me for her life. Alcohol and popping pills. Now she about to lose the kids. She think about killing herself, believing somehow that might help to wake up from the nightmare, being tortured, living the life of hell. Nowadays you can't tell niggas nothing. Is it really worth it all getting this money? Niggas don't seem to get into that losing their lives. Quit saying you will, quit saying you will. Same family you love, same family you hurt. Once you put into that dirt, you no longer is worth. Everything you had to wealth belong to someone else now. Quit saying you will, quit saying you will. He ran away at 17, robbing and stealing anything, sipping that lean, looking like me and selling drugs, hanging with thugs. He liked to disrespect his mama in front of his partner. He liked to bang and throw them things up. Land we who gon' get up on the block with that thing tucked. Spitting image of his father. Mama can't control him, chip on his shoulder. Always in trouble when quick to pull out pistols for nothing. Breaking in houses and smoking ounces, never is sober. Life of a soldier, the reaper calling, pulling them closer. His life was over, so tragic. High speeding in traffic, crashed in a tree in a stolen car, chased by police. Now he's laying with me. And nowadays you can't tell niggas nothing. Is it really worth it all getting this money? Niggas don't seem to get into that losing their lives. Quit saying you will, quit saying you will. Same family you love, same family you hurt. Once you put into that dirt, you no longer is worth. Everything you had to wealth belong to someone else now.
Vito. It's so amazing.
Church, the way I clapped my hand when they were shooting at me. The way I felt my feet should have been safety trapped. The way I lift my voice when I'm free again. Church, I'm really not supposed to be here. Church, too many women straight play, I think you get crazy. Out trapping all about action, catching these cases. Been half my life behind bars, shouldn't have been living. Thank God and Christ for his love, mercy, deliverance. I'm really not supposed to be here. Cops raiding all of my dope house. Ordered up from the shootout. Paid $40,000 and bond out. Lay low in my baby mom's house. I'm missing out of this drug account. Family begging me like I'm some type of millionaire. Partners in drama bringing me back to the streets again. Cases on top of cases. Drama on top of drama. Sleeping with all these women. Got 5 different baby mamas. Jealousy, jealousy. Got no conscience at all. If it was left up to jealousy, it would murder us all. They kept calling. Cops on robbers. All these problems. Got them locked up right there. The way I clapped my hand when they were shooting at me. The way I felt my feet should have been safety trapped. The way I lift my voice when I'm free again. Church, I'm really not supposed to be here. Church, too many women straight play, I think you get crazy. Out trapping all about action, catching these cases. Been half my life behind bars, shouldn't have been living. Thank God and Christ for his love, mercy, deliverance. I'm really not supposed to be here. No more gambling, no more robbing, no more pimping, no more hustling. 8 friends of mine been killed, 6 doing over 10 years. Thank God I'm breathing still here, he lives. I thought my life was over. I thought I'd never get to see my children. Sitting around in that cell, never getting no mail. After all the brother been through, not one word to say I love you. Ooh, I faced the man I often ran who I hated. They called him Christ, he transformed my life and I made it. Forgive me, Lord heal me. Step in, do your thing for my family. The way I clapped my hand when they were shooting at me. The way I stumped my feet should have been safety trapped. The way I lift my voice when I'm free again. Church, I'm really not supposed to be here. Church, too many women straight play, I think you get crazy. Out trapping all about action, catching these cases. Been half my life behind bars, shouldn't have been living. Thank God and Christ for his love, mercy, deliverance.
Boy. Yes. It's a lot to talk about today, I guess. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, man. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing? God bless each and every last one of y'all this evening, man. Whew. Another day. So, shouts out to all my mighty, beautiful, lovely women of God. My lioness who guard the pride and keep the peace in the comments, and all my fellas who just be holding it down, man, holding it down. We're going to talk tonight, man. We got some things to address, some things to talk about. I see you, Sherry. I saw you on somebody's channel getting cussed out, too. Talking about you been around. You definitely been around. I saw them remove you from one of their channels. What was that lady channel name? She removed you. You were saying something. Was it? Hold on, I'm gonna tell you exactly what channel it was. It was Hip Hop and Chill Podcast. That's what it was. When they were doing the that was you. I know they named out your profile. That was you. And you know how else I knew it was you too? Look. They was mad because you were saying this boring. That's what you be saying. I was like, they named, I was like, that's we know y'all profiles. You got like 3 of them. She said, I never heard of that. Yeah, I know. Just say your account got hijacked. Just say that. Oh, I definitely be okay. I don't have to really stalk you too much, Tiffany, because you messy. You don't know how to cheat without getting caught. You leave your phone around. You leave your phone around. You don't change your clothes. It's easy finding out what you did. Yeah. So you too comfortable cheating. All right. Um Terrible cheating. Come around with hickeys all on your neck. Girl, get up out of here. That's damn so cheating. Talking about the curl that's burnt your neck. Girl, please. You know how many times people use that excuse? Anyway, you ain't got to keep defending yourself, Sherry. It's okay. We accept you over here. That's what you get. That's what you get for running off. You see how they treat you when you run off? We accept you over here. Okay. But now she talking about she don't go on any podcast. See what I mean? See how your stories just keep on changing up. You told me before you be going to other podcasts. That's what you told me before. Now you don't go to none. Yeah, I be remembering. Told y'all I learned a lot from you ladies. I learned how to catch women and cheating because I learned from y'all. Y'all teach me a whole lot about y'all. That's why I'm so good with women. Y'all teach me a whole lot about y'all. Yeah. Daughter of the Most High God, 91. Right. Okay. Okay, daughter of the Most High God. Watch this. Let me see. She says she daughter of the Most High God. I'm finna challenge that. Who's the Most High God? Since you his daughter, you should know who he is. Who's the Most High? Let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna challenge you. I challenge people who come in with that. Who is the Most High? That's what I'm just asking. I give you some time to think about it. It's okay, Sherry. You don't have to keep on trying to defend yourself. You accepted and welcomed over here. So when you get kicked out other places, you welcomed over here though. How you doing, dark skin? I'm scared of dark skin, ladies. Yeah, but you got to say his name, daughter. Stop being scared. Say his name. She's scared to say his name. I'm scared of dark skinned women. Every woman I ever fell in love with was dark skinned. I'm just keeping it real. Y'all y'all just be playing games. And leave who alone? Leave who alone? Who Sherry? Man, Sherry mess with me all the time. What I'm doing is starting it first because I know eventually she gonna start it. So I'm starting it first. Yeah. You definitely not dark skinned, Sherry. You ain't dark skinned at all. So you need to stop it. Yeah, I am scared of dark skinned ladies. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know why, but that's what be happening to me. Maybe it's just me. How you doing, Roz? Good evening. You late? You late? You know what happens when you late over here? You late? Oh yeah, see y'all get flogged over here. They already think we a cult. We definitely a cult. I want everybody to know this definitely a cult over here. This is a cult. Okay. We know our family. We know our family over here. Okay. Why they playing games? Anyway. Yeah, you know what's up. I watch. I definitely keep attendance. I keep attendance. I know when it comes to the fellas, it's only four of us. Ain't that right? It's only four of us. I'm talking about four of us with perfect attendance. Me, Casey, and Know the Ledge. That's them the guys who got perfect attendance. Sherry said, I know you miss me, Battle Truth. Your eyes light up when I come on. Right. It do, because you be stealing and stuff. So I told people a couple times, they didn't want to believe it. I say, listen, don't let that lady fool you. That little nice charm. She is a thief. Okay? Every time she around, something come up missing. Lighters, dollars, double mint. Like keys. Oh yeah, she definitely a thief. Uh-oh. She says, good evening, my handsome Malachi. Stop playing with me. I keep telling you, I take women up on those offers. Stop playing with me. I take that stuff serious and very for real. Okay. I'm gonna have you to drop your damn location and you're gonna have company. You're gonna have company this weekend while you playing games. Stop playing with me. Okay. Sherry said, I stole your heart. Nah, I wouldn't say you stole it. Hell, I gave it to you. It ain't no more good anyway. That heart been broke so many damn times, it ain't worth nothing. It ain't worth nothing. If you want to say you stole it, be my guest. I thought I just gave it to you. I'm just saying. It ain't worth nothing. Ain't no love in the heart of the city. Ain't no love in the heart of mine. Ain't no love in it. Yeah. Oh boy. Don't give me look, daughter of the most high. Don't give me that. You still ain't answering my question. You ain't gonna just be throwing stuff around. You need to know what's going on. Who is your father? Why she playing games? Oh, movie night. Let me make this clear. Movie night will be this weekend. Movie night will be this weekend. Movie night will be this weekend. We gonna do it. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. What took you so long to say that? Stop playing, girl. How you doing, Ruthie? What's over there in that house? What's in your refrigerator? Y'all keep food over there in that house. What's in your refrigerator, Ruthie? What we eating over there? Okay. Let's just be real. I already know. Let's what's over there in that refrigerator? And make your daughter clean up. She don't like to clean up behind herself and try to blame it on you. I know. Trust me, I know. Try to blame you. Try to blame you because she all from all the things she be messing up. Yeah, I trust me. I know. Okay. Movie night will be this Saturday. I'm trying to pick out a real good movie for y'all. So watch out for that. It's going down. You late, beautiful. You late. You know what's up. You know what's up. That's what I'm talking about, Ruthie. She says cabbage, chicken, and cornbread. Oh my gosh. See, that's the part I be missing about being in relationships. That part right there. And I only say that because I haven't had it yet. Because I'm gonna be honest. Every girl I done been in a relationship with didn't know how to cook. I'm making sure my next relationship, she know how to cook. Okay. As I think about it, I'm really thinking about it. Every woman I ever been in a relationship with didn't know how to cook. Like really didn't know how to cook. Also need to clarify, I haven't been in many relationships. So 3-4 of them don't know how to cook. You late, Dwayne. You know the business. Cash app. You know the business. Yeah. None of them knew how to cook. Tiffany, stop with the cap. You don't know how to cook neither. You look like you don't even be trying to get dirty in that kitchen. Stop playing. You love your damn microwave. You love your damn microwave so much you gave it a name. Your damn microwave got a name. That's how much you love that damn microwave. You get familiar with your stove. Do that, Tiffany. Get familiar with your damn stove. That was funny. I need to clip some of this stuff. This stuff be gold, okay? Mama Bossy, you my heart. You my heart, Mama Bossy. I need to come see what that be about. Okay? For real. That sometimes come off a bit, attractive. Exactly. I'm just saying. We all upgraded from the easy bake oven to the air fryer. Ew. Okay, so you definitely need cooking lessons. Air fryer, right? I tried that before. No, I need a little bit. Listen, I need something. Listen, I need something that get me close to heart disease, close to being a diabetic, something close to high cholesterol. Okay, I don't mind a little salt, a little grease. I don't like dry fries and partially crinkled chicken. Your air fryer, put some grease on mine. Don't spare me. I'm a believer. Don't spare me. I need salt on mine. Don't spare me at all. Okay? Let's act like let's take it back to the 80s before the internet. Let's take it back to the 80s before the internet when everybody was dumb. Okay? Let's take it back. Yeah, don't spare me at all. Sugar and Spices said none of them knew how to cook because that's not what you wanted to eat. What? You know what I'm talking? Oh my gosh, this lady right here. You do know this channel is PG, don't you? This is a PG channel. This is not a rated. Okay. Sugar and Spices, cold shower. Okay. Cold shower and throw away your damn gadgets. Cold shower and go in your bedroom, empty out them damn drawers and throw away them gadgets. Go throw away them damn gadgets, girl. You tripping. You over here tripping. Talking about that ain't what you wanted to eat. Oh my gosh. This girl is something else. Y'all is silly, man. Y'all is silly. Y'all trying to start something. You trying to start something with me? Um, Come on. Yeah, she got some gadgets. Right, she got some gadgets. She know what's up. Sugar and Spices. You better stop. Stop. What's wrong with you? Stop being so naughty over here. Talking all that trash. And I take you up on your offer, then you want to get scared. And I was just playing. I wasn't serious. No, you don't play with me like that. I'm dead serious. Okay? So that's how I do things. boy. What is this? What is this? What is this? Hold on. Let me make sure I can see this. Brandy. I don't see no Brandy. Where Brandy at? Brandy paid. Thank you, Brandy, for. Well, she said she was late, so she donated. She donated because she was late. Thank you. Okay. I think about forgiving you. Let me know later when the show is over. Then we'll talk about that. Um, hold on. What you mean you been on Tiffany live? Tiffany be going live? Tiffany, you got a channel? Tiffany, you got a channel? Tiffany ain't got no channel. Let me see if she got a channel. You lying, KC. We could talk about it. The link down there. Angel, bring your butt up here. Anybody else want to come up here? Hit the link. We got some things to talk about. We finna have some serious conversation tonight. We got some things to talk about. She ain't said nothing, Angel, so she probably ain't got no channel. She ain't really said nothing, Angel, so she probably ain't got no channel. You know, KC known for lying. KC lie all the time. He known for lying. That might not be true. She might not got a channel. You know how many times we had to remove KC for lying? He lie all the time. Yeah, he lied on his application. You know how many times we had to kick this man down? That man lied about everything. Everything. Hell. We bro, you don't even supposed to be at your damn job. And you cheated on your piss test. Yeah, I know about you paying your nephew $5 for his piss. Yeah, I know. I know about that. He got mad because I turned down mine. Like, nah. You gotta give me more than $5 for my piss. Who you think this is? You don't even supposed to be at your damn job. You be under the influence. You don't supposed to be around none of them damn machineries, and you can't pass your drug test. Yeah, you had like 2-3 accidents already. Yeah, he be lying a lot. Okay. Tiffany still ain't answered the question if she got a channel or not. Tiffany, what's your OnlyFans name? Oh, that channel, KC? That's old. In fact, you need some new videos. Yeah, I bet she wake up now. Like you don't hear us talking to you. Hell. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I just had to. Matter of fact, I want to see something. I wonder could I chill? Let me see if I could chill and talk to y'all. Let me see something. Let me see something. Yeah, let me see something. Oh, who is that? Okay, hold on. I see you, beautiful. There you go. What's going on, sis?
Hey, Big T, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How you feeling?
I'm good at work. I'm at work.
You always at work.
Man, tell me about it. Monday through Friday.
You working too much. I don't like that. You know I don't like that, right?
What we gonna do about it? What we gonna do about it?
I'm trying. You be playing too much though, man.
I don't.
I think you a cheater. You just ain't gonna admit it. Yeah.
I'm not. You see, I'm not a cheater.
That's what you say till you get me in the house. Then I find out the truth. That's how you get them in there.
The real me show up.
Yeah, I'll try to tell. Hey, say anything to get you, don't we?
Do that. No, I'm a good girl.
Right.
I'm a good girl. How you doing tonight?
I'm good, man. You know I feel good when I come on here with y'all, man.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Hey, chat.
that's the highlight of my day. How you feeling though?
I'm feeling ready to get tonight over with. So I copped on. I was like, okay, BT Live. Let me get on here. You gonna help me finish my night on off.
That's why I'm at. That's why I'm at my best, ain't I?
I'm
Ain't I
trying
at
to
my
tell
best?
you.
Man, what?
I'm trying to tell you.
Come on now. You say the best for last, right?
Absolutely.
Trying to tell
Absolutely.
you. So let me ask you this.
Okay.
Have you been following that Carmelo Anthony case thing? You know what it's
I have.
about?
And
What-
I've been heavy all day.
Let
Like
me
just
see.
been-
Let me see what. Okay, now you say you've been heavy. Now let me ask you this:
Mhm.
Are you approaching this biasly or non-biasly? Keep it real.
Tell
Tell
probably
the truth.
both. I'm gonna be honest, probably both.
Okay, break them down for me. Give me both. I want to hear both views.
Uh, because well, you know what? I'm gonna say non-biased, even though I feel like everybody, the world is kind of like biased because looking at the how the Asian guy in what state was it? North Carolina, South Carolina, just was found not guilty, and he came out his store and gunned down the kid and killed him, and he got found not guilty. And you telling me a black uh child or boy that defended himself from two bigger white males, he defended himself, and he can't get self-defense. They want to throw his life away, and they said his kid was like a straight A student, never been in trouble. It came from a good home. You know, I just feel like they railroaded. I feel like he was already playing.
Okay, let me ask you this:
Okay.
Why do you believe it was self-defense?
From what I've been following with the story is that the young man was at a school event and something maybe like it was raining and he went and got under the tent because it was raining, like a tent that they had for I guess certain people on maybe the football team or something. So when he went and got under the tent, the one of the boys told him, probably Austin, told him to leave out from under the tent. Like he wasn't welcome in the tent. And the young guy was like, no, I'm not going anywhere. He was like, well, if you don't go, if you don't move, then we gonna move you or whatever. And the uh uh Karmelo told him, touch me and see what happens. And from my understanding, they jumped him. Like they was fighting him. That's what made him pull out the knife and go for the self-defense. Because he was being young. So, I mean, that's saying to me that it's okay for them to go to school and bully our kids and there's nothing that our kids could do. Not saying that uh the knife, he had two kids, two other kids jumping on him. So I mean, when you get put in that situation,
I don't think nobody fault. I don't think it was no
they
fault.
they jumped on him. They were showing pictures today on the mug shot where they were showing how his nose was swollen and he had like and around his eye was kind of like swollen. So
Hold on. That was on the so-called mugshot.
yeah.
I thought it was just the push. Are you saying they actually was throwing fists?
Yes, they was fighting. They jumped him. Yes, that's what I heard. Allegedly, that's what they say, that they jumped him. It was more than just a push. So
I
that
never.
wouldn't that,
That's the
that wouldn't
first
make
time I
him.
ever heard that. That's the first time I ever heard that.
Yeah, they would a push would make him just go grab his knife and do this. You know what
What,
I'm
what,
saying? They
well, from what I heard, his hand was already in his book bag when he was daring them, saying, "Touch me and see what happened." They was like, "Ain't nothing in that bag. Ain't nothing in that bag." Then, cause they thought it was a gun. Well, he was faking like he had a gun in there at first, and they was like, you know where you at? Ain't nothing in that bag. Ain't no gun in that bag, basically.
yeah, they get
But it was really a knife instead. So
right.
it was sort of like a standoff. You know how like
Hmm.
you
Well,
all it's like okay, go ahead, sis. Go ahead. I'll be glad. Go ahead.
so you could. I was just gonna say really what it was. It was a FAFO. You know what that means, don't you?
No, break it down.
F around and find out. You know, that's basically what he was letting them know. You know, they come over there bothering him because he wasn't bothering them. They was gonna F around and find out that he was not playing when he told them that, you know, if they try him and they tried him and they found out, you know. I mean, you cannot, I can't stand the bully. And that's what and I see a lot of stuff where they telling people, you know, people need to talk to their kids. But you could tell with this family, they family was, you know, and I ain't trying to flame up, but you could tell they family was with it. You know, they said the dad used to beat up on the mom. They said the boys was beating up on their daddy. So, you know, they just was some bullies. And they said it was other kids at the school that vouched for them because it wasn't just Karmelo, that he just happened to be the person that day that got bullied. But they said these kids been bullying other kids in the school, not just him. You know, they were some bullies. And then when you get what's coming to you, you know, when you see everybody ain't playing with you, I ain't gonna let you bully them. You know, then you want to go. Then you want to go cry. Oh, he asked them to move, and all this had to happen. Yeah, yeah. Your son wanted to be with the man. I just really feel bad for the family. Like I said, you know, like I said, the Asian man got found not guilty. You know, he used the self defense and he went out the store and ran the kid down 130 yards. And they gave him self defense. But you telling me this kid is getting jumped, that's trying to self preservation, that's the first law of nature, right?
Yeah, I don't know if he got jumped though, sis. That's what I'm saying. This is the first time I'm actually
And he got jumped.
yeah, because
Yeah.
all was said was that it was a push, and that's why they were saying, was it a hard push or a light push?
Okay, you know, you need to send me. I want to be able to send you stuff. You know, like when I run across stuff, I'll be wanting to send you stuff, but I don't really know how to like send it to you. So you need to
Girl,
make sure that,
okay,
yeah.
no, here go my phone number right here. Put my here you go right here. There you go. That's
Where is it?
right there on the screen.
It's on the thing. Okay, well, you know, yeah, let's down and see. Is it the 414?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. If it's going to stay going through the screen, I don't know if I can just save it at this moment. But,
Go back on the replays.
gotcha. Okay. Oh, you so smart.
Well, I was at a loss of words. I didn't know what to say after that one.
Okay, so tell me how you feel about this situation. You got a son?
Yeah, I got 3.
Okay, so tell me how you feel about it.
Um, it seemed like I'm seeing it, even though I wasn't even there. I just see it because I just know the mind of teenagers and what they do.
Hmm.
But I also know upbringing play a big part of how
Yes, it does.
behaviors are. It's like I think it was bullying on both ends to some degree. It was.
Really?
Let me tell you why. Well,
Okay.
first of all, question: why do you have a knife at school when you know weapons is not allowed at school? So why do you have a knife at school? What's the reason? Not like no weapons are allowed on school premises and those type of places at all. So why do you have a knife at school? Like why? See, these are
Uh,
the things. These are the things that I believe hurt him in the trial, And that's another thing that hurt him in the trial too. It's not only that, it's perception is a mug, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you go to trial with that type of hairstyle? Like, you know how like them kids wear that nappy hairstyle of, see, down here they call it the savage. It's called the savage. So it's that hairstyle where it just look like you just don't give a damn. You know what I mean? Like you're at trial for a murder. There's a presentation that comes with that. You know what I mean? Why the hell your mama and daddy ain't got you better prepared? Like, and you got an all white jury. Like,
Yes.
you just don't want to, in situations like that. You just want to dot your I's and cross your T's, regardless of what. Perception just mean a lot. You know what I mean? And you come in there with this angry look, with this I don't give a F half thou, and it's like you just expecting what? Like, but
I
I say this to say this.
mhm.
I say this to say this. We know how we know how school can be, especially when you're in a company of a lot of teenagers, especially when it comes to men, boys, we are very competitive against one another. We are very, very competitive against one another. We always challenging each other, always competing with each other. And when it was raining and he actually went up under the tent of the other of the other school. It wasn't his school. It wasn't a tent where anybody can go up under. It was a tent where the other school that wasn't his school. That was their tent. So he went under their tent when it was raining. And according to them, and according to what was being said, they having these conversations where, they like disrespecting each other's schools to the point where it's like, okay, man, leave from up under our tent. And you're like, I ain't going nowhere. So it's like provoking on both ends. You get what I mean? It's like both ends is provoking. You know,
I
he
hear you.
he know. Look, here's the thing. He know he got a weapon in his bag.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else don't know that, but he letting them know I got a weapon. But one thing he do know, they don't have none. You know what I mean? So it's like it's like a standoff. Try me. It's like try me and see what happens. But I also see racial tension in both cases. I see how a black dude could feel in the company of all these white folks and you telling me to leave. So I'm not gonna walk away because there's a pride thing. They're like, you white folks ain't gonna tell me nothing. Even though this is y'all school tent and I shouldn't be here. But then you got the white folks looking like, hold on. Even though they teenagers though, they kids. But you got the other white persons like, who is this? Even though they didn't say those words, but in their mind, like, you know, who is this black dude that's resisting us type stuff, right? So you have this standoff on both ways, both ends. It just looked bad on the black boy side because you're saying self defense to someone who ain't got a weapon, and you got a weapon on the premises when you shouldn't have it there.
Mm.
You know
Can I
what I
say
mean?
something
Go ahead.
whenever you get finished?
Go ahead. Go ahead, sis.
Okay, number one, this was not during school hours. That's number one. Number
Okay.
two, the tent. Is that me?
It might be.
Okay. The tent that he was up under, I'm trying to stop that, whatever it is. The tent that he was up under, um, it was not their tent.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Mm-hmm.
not the boys' tent at all.
Right.
It was available for anybody to sit up under there.
Yes.
Just what just happened is that um, I gotta go back
Hold
in
on, sis. Where you get that it was available for anybody to sit up under there and it
because
wasn't
there
their
were
school tent?
multiple tents.
No,
Hmm.
the specific tent he was under was their school tent.
I heard that
I
they
know,
was under the wrong tent.
but
That
that
the
that
boys was under the wrong tent. It wasn't they school.
it was not their tent. They came over as if it was their tent for them to be up under. No, it wasn't. Like you, because I've been my son's football games. They have tents set up at different places or whatever, and sometimes it is for other. I'm gonna go out and come back in because I don't know what that is.
Okay.
Okay, come back because you
And
going somewhere.
Go ahead, Angel.
so I ran track in high school and in college, and they do provide tents that anybody sporadically throughout um, the event where people can go. But
Hmm.
schools
So you mean to
also,
tell me that
Hold on once,
if
sis. Hold on one, sis. Let one speak at a time, then you can come. Angel is
okay,
speaking. Go ahead, Angel.
but schools can also bring their own tents.
Right.
From my understanding, it was their own tent. They have their logo on that
They
tent.
did.
And here's the thing, it's a very sad situation. It is very common for athletes to be under other schools' tents and go mingle and things like that with other schools because 9 times out of 10, you know people at the other school. So you go over there, you kind of talk to them, see what they running, see what leg they run and things like that. Because you guys can put your strategy together for your relays and stuff, depending on what information you find out. And not only that, you're just mingling. So that's very common. Um, so I don't see why it was a problem for him to just be under the tent, but I also don't see why it was a problem for him to move. Um, the thing in life is this, whether right or wrong, they came over there, they, you know, telling him to leave and all of that stuff. They didn't have the right to do none of that, no.
No,
But
not at all.
as people, we have to begin deciding in those moments, every incident that we can control. If I do this and I know I have this knife on me, is this boy worth what I will be giving up for myself? Is
Hmm.
he worth what I'm going to lose? And if he's not, because I'm going
what
to
do you
lose
mean
what
is
I
he
have
worth
planned
it?
for
What do
me,
you mean? So you
what?
telling me that his life isn't worth it?
Say what? Um, and in that
I Can
moment,
you hear me?
in deciding if if
Oh
if
my goodness, I can't hear y'all. I don't know
if
what's going
Hold
on.
Austin,
on, chosen. Hold on, y'all. Like she talking and y'all talking in the middle of her talking. It's like it's rude. It's real
People
rude.
going in and
Go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
if Austin and them is over there trying to get him to move, which they don't have the right to, but in that moment, he has the right to decide for himself, is what I may be losing worth these knuckleheads. And if they're not, if his answer is no, he could make the decision to get on up and go to another tent or go somewhere else because it's just simply not worth what he's gonna lose.
Okay. So Krista Mitchell, you've been wanting to speak. Go ahead. And just so you know, they school, his school, it was said that his school didn't bring a tent because it wasn't that many of them anyway. It wasn't that many of them anyway. That was one of the reasons why that's one of the statements they made of why they school didn't bring a tent when it came to them being at that event because it wasn't that many of them anyway. But go ahead for anybody who wants to say something. Cause I agree to some degree. Again, I don't see. I know a lot of people want to look at this as black and white, but I look at it in black and white on both ends of, again, I see I see rebellion on both ends. Again, one of the things that's just terrible, and this what I'm this one of the reasons. Like
Of
one
course,
thing
because
you
they're teenagers, so you're going to see rebellion.
okay, go ahead, Kristen. Go ahead.
I mean, teenagers are gonna act like that, so they're gonna be rebellious, and they're gonna pump their chest and do all this stuff. Yes, it was wrong for him to bring a knife in at the school event, but at the same time, if somebody is bullying him, man, what is he supposed to do? Because I got a son that's like 21 years old, and it scares me to know that this is some outcome over me going inside of a tent, when it's pouring down raining. So you
Okay, let
mean
me
to
ask you.
tell me
Let me
when
ask you
it's
a question.
pouring down raining and you try to get to the nearest shelter, and then he had a friend that was in there and he was talking to that friend. So he was invited over there, not to mention that it was pouring down rain.
Okay, let me ask you this question. You said you're a parent, right? So if you
I
have a
am.
so if you have a teenage son, a black teenage son, and
I
he's
got a
offended.
son that's grown that's in the Air Force right now.
Okay,
And
okay, congratulations, mom. I just want to throw this at you. You have a son, a black teenager, and he's attending an all white event. He have a weapon in his bag. As a parent, what would you teach him? What would you teach him as a parent?
well, I don't know. We don't know the circumstances before that why he had to have that knife in his hand. Um, I don't think that where I know my son would have those things. I remember I'm gonna say this for instance. I remember my son was in third grade and me and my husband had some situations and we had to drop him off over my mother's house to get the bus, because we moved in a different area. But at the time that we were trying to move in a different area, but the school year hadn't finished. And so my son was in the third grade, and I swear to God, this is so funny. My mother-in-law said, "Put a lock in your in a sock and beat his ass." No, we don't want that to happen because we don't want anyone to get hurt. But at the same time, when somebody is bullying you, what do you do at that point when somebody is bullying you?
Yeah.
Uh, my only thing, this what I'm saying. See, I don't see it. So I see it, but I don't see it as clear as others are seeing it. I see it. I'm seeing it on both ends. I'm seeing. I'm seeing. I'm
I
seeing.
am.
I'm
Believe me, I'm seeing that too because, like I said, I do have a son that is in the service, and I'm thinking all kinds of stuff around, and I live in a suburb outside of Chicago. And that was one reason why we wanted him to leave. He was never a Chicago kid. We lived in a suburb. So we didn't want him to be subjugated to that influence, what's going on in the city of Chicago. And of course, we wanted, as a young man, and I had my son at 33 years old, I wanted him to get out of here and make a difference. And my husband is a veteran. And so, he had um told him, this is maybe the direction that you want to go in. You can, get your school paid for and all this other stuff, and we tried to teach him that way. But what do you do when, your son is in high school or if he's away at school somewhere and, somebody is antagonizing him and sometimes you get so angry that you just do what is natural when it comes to self defense without thinking. And I know that's wrong. I'm not saying that that's right.
but he just lost his life behind that. He
I
just
do. I
basically
understand that.
jeopardized
And
lost. Somebody
Yes.
lost their physical life, and he lost his life, and far as like from a teenager to now, possibly when he old. Like you just wasted your life off of pride and arrogance.
Hmm.
Okay, this what I'm saying. Like I got sons, right?
Hmm.
And as a parent, I do I used to do drills with my sons. I would do drills with them on life situations. Like I would tell them like if a stick up man came and told you, give me all your money, what would y'all do? And I asked one at a time. My one son said, I ain't giving him nothing. He just go out to take it. Then my other son said, I'm gonna give it to him. I said, that's a good answer. You give it to him, you give it to him fast, even if you're giving him stuff that he didn't ask for. Because the
And I
object,
agree with that because
hear
you
what I'm
just want
saying,
to
hear what
get
I'm saying,
out
hear what I'm
alive
saying,
with
hear
that
what I'm
person.
saying, though,
Okay,
mama.
okay, okay.
Hear what I'm saying.
Hmm.
I said
Okay,
because the objective is to get back home safe. You could always
correct.
replace material things, but you can't replace a life. Then I said
I
to my
agree.
other son, that what you said was very foolish. I don't know if you were saying that to make me think some type of way, like you was hard or you was real, but that's a foolish statement to make because not only is you wasting time doing the stick up when they trying to get in and out real quick, but 9 times out of 10 they're gonna kill you and take it anyway. So you didn't prove nothing. You just proved you
I
was a
agree.
fool. So I do drills like this with my children to prepare them for life lessons because anything unexpected can happen. So if I have a black son who's attending a majority all white school, first of all, my my job as a parent is to have these conversations with him in case things like this occur. Because I know eventually, as being black, you're gonna stand out, and I know sometimes white folks like to challenge black people to feel dominant about themselves. And I know when you're dealing with teenagers, especially boys, because again, we are very competitive against one another. Boy, that's just how God designed men. They always competitive against one another. They always wrestling, always slap boxing, always who the strongest, always who the toughest. It's always alpha males going up against alpha males and beta males. You're going to have that. So with that being said, when I'm looking at the situation and I'm looking at it from an objective view, right? Not looking at it like he's black and I'm black. I'm looking at the whole thing like I'm seeing these children reflects the upbringing in their home. Like one sister was just saying earlier that the background of the guy who got killed was that his father would be jumping on his mama and that the boys
Hmm.
would be jumping on the father. So they have this mentality of uh, 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 anger and aggression based upon what they experience in their household. Then you got Carmelo, and his situation isn't similar to, but not as in depth as what was explained there. But you see what's going on when you got a knife in your book bag, you're on school premises. Don't seem like you had any enemies or anything. None of this came out in the trial at all. That you had been getting bullied previous, and that you had these enemies by which you had
Hmm.
this knife with you. So, what's the purpose of having this knife at a sporting event by which it just supposed to be competition? And then not only that, you got your hand in the bag because this is what they was saying. I think like when they were telling him to leave, he had his book bag where the knife was in the book bag and his hand was in the bag, and he was like letting it be known, like, yeah, I got it on me, try me type stuff. And then one of the dudes like, you ain't got nothing in there because you know where you at as far as like having a weapon to get you in trouble. So I know you ain't got no weapon in there. You know where you at. So Frisco, Texas, wherever it was. So he basically was like, yes, he got a weapon. This is why the self-defense thing hurted him when you're talking about self-defense. When you're talking about self-defense, even though you're like, well, he pushed me. So I stabbed him, which ended up killing him. That's not
So
looked at
what
as
about
self-defense.
when
That's not
you?
looked at as self-defense.
Okay, so in your house, when you are, in the comfort of your home, and somebody say, and somebody knocks on your door and they have a gun. So you're not supposed to defend yourself at that point.
That's different. But the thing is, you can't say self defense with a weapon and a person don't have a weapon. You the only one got a weapon.
I get that. I understand that it is the what do you call it, where it's equal. I get that. But as a mother of a young
Girl.
22-year-old,
So
I just it is
Hold on
hard
one, Tracy.
to.
She speaking, Tracy. Let her get finished, then you can speak. And not Krista, your
Mhm.
mic is very it's hard to hear you, sis. Your
Oh,
mic
okay.
is real low. Could you see if
Oh,
your
is it okay?
volume up? Check
What
to see
about
if
that?
your volume up, sweetheart.
Is that better?
Let me hear. Say something.
Okay.
Say
Okay.
something.
Yes. Yes.
That sound better. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. It was down low. I mean, I don't know because, when my son started driving at 16, 17 years old, I was scared out my mind. And every time he left the house, I lectured him. He didn't go too far. He stayed in the neighborhood. But I just, it's just the fear that, every time a black boy go out of the house, that there is something that's going to happen to them. And, you know, I just I mean, I understand. Yes, the boy shouldn't have had a knife. I get that. It shouldn't have escalated to that point. I get that, but at the same time, I just, we are so in fear of what they do to us on a daily basis, and they gaslight us. Like, what are you talking about? What do we do?
I think we got to understand, especially when we're talking about young black men, that we really try to teach them to lead with through their decision making and not out of emotions. I think that if is that me echoing or somebody
Well,
else?
let me say this: as an adult,
She wasn't finished,
sometimes when
Krista.
somebody, oh, I'm sorry.
She wasn't finished. Yeah, let her
I'm
finish.
sorry, baby. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you're fine. I just feel like at the end of the day, I would much rather have my 17, 18-year-old son out living a life than in prison as an
Hmm.
adult with grown men. So, with that in mind, it can't be about he told me to leave and I wasn't going to let him bully me and leave. No, it's about in that moment the decisions of a young man for his life. We have to start normalizing what it means to be a leader. And a leader in every situation is not going to think like he's not going to tell me what to do and those kind of things. Leaders is making the best decision for him and anybody he may be responsible for. And I know as a teenager, that's probably no one but himself, but that's big for himself. And I just feel like them telling me to leave it's an ego thing if I say no. Because for me, I wouldn't want to be over there in their presence if that's how they're acting. And yes, he was talking to his supposed friend, but even his friend can stand up and say, "Nah, I know this guy. He's cool. We're talking." So for me, I would have looked at all of those dynamics and been like, "Yeah, these aren't my people. Let me go ahead and leave." Because that would be the best decision for me
Right,
instead
but
of
you are a fully
allowing.
grown woman thinking that.
True,
You're not.
true.
You're
What
not a 15, 16, 17-year-old kid thinking that. They
true,
don't
but what
speak
I'm
like that.
saying in that space is that's how we have to start teaching our kids, especially our young men, because they have to think and make decisions as leaders, not from an emotional space.
And I get that. I mean, it looks like I'm not. I don't know his background or whatever. I'm just looking. I'm just going by what it looks like, and it looks like, And when I look at him, I look at my son because he was pretty much sheltered. He's a young black boy. He didn't have many friends and all this other stuff. So, but we try to tell him the dangers of what's going on out there, but we cannot protect him from everything. And as a parent, of course, that scares you. But what do I'm not taking up for the young boy stabbing him. No, as a parent, that was a wrong choice to do. But they don't think like that. They don't even have the brain capacity to think like that. They don't even know the consequences of because they don't. A lot of kids don't even have those consequences.
Yeah, I just think that yes, they're kids, but as kids, they are heavily influenced by what they are taught. And
Hmm.
I just think that as parents, we have to start teaching our kids in those situations how to rationalize and logically break down every decision that we make at every moment, even as kids, because it is going to influence your life either positively or negatively.
Can I say
Now,
this
does
as
that mean that every situation is going to be one of those situations? No. But I think it's something as minimum as that, I would just leave. There's other tents to go sit under. He could have went back into the bleachers out of the rain, things like that. I would much rather my
I am,
child
but
get.
you are yes, but you are thinking as an adult. And as an adult, we think like that. I'm not gonna get into no confrontation with him. But as a young man and all these testosterone going on, no, motherfucker, what the fuck you talking about?
No,
You can't
I've
talk to me
already
like that.
said I'm
That's
thinking
how
as an
they think like
adult,
that.
but as an
And
adult,
no,
our influence is critical to our kids.
yes. And so that's when you try to teach your kids that. But how many teenagers do you know listen to their parents?
A lot, if you're
Exactly.
teaching them early, a lot will listen to their kids.
I know there are times when my mama was chasing me around. So as compared to what I was in the 90s and everything, my kids are angry. So I just I just don't agree with you not being able to say what you want to say to these people that are trying to ruin your life. And yes, he did do wrong, and I agree. No, it was wrong for him to take his life. Yes, that was wrong.
I don't think
But
that he
I'm
intended. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say I would have much rather put it in my hands and teaching my kids uh, how to think and make better decisions at every moment than put it in 12 people's hands that we don't know.
yeah, but I do tell my son, you know, okay, this is what's going on in this part of life. This is why you shouldn't do this, that, and the other. But they don't listen to us. They're going to, you know, try to figure out, what's going on and try to rebel against.
Yeah. I just
Tracy.
want.
Oh, go ahead, Queen Beautiful. Tracy. After Queen Beautiful, Tracy. Go ahead, Queen.
I just want to chime in real quick and say that. Um. It's also, I want to just look at the characteristics of each of the kids. From my understanding, they said that Carmelo Anthony was a like straight A student, been a straight A student from kindergarten. He had never been in any type of trouble, like just a good, upstanding kid. So I feel like that he didn't have no, this me. I a kid like that, like he wasn't out gang banging. I didn't hear nothing about him being like a shit starter. You know, they said this was a good kid. His dad had spoke with Charles the White, and he was saying that That's what made him come back out and stand with his son because he said that, you know, he has other kids that uh he's raising. So if his son had did something wrong, then he would, he wouldn't
Can
waste
I
his
ask
time.
you this?
Hold
Go
on,
ahead.
hold on, hold on, hold on, Krista. Let her finish. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, beautiful.
He was saying the dad was saying that, if he had felt like his son had did it after he talked to his son, he felt like his son, he wouldn't have put the time and energy into try to give him a good attorney and all that type of stuff. However, he was saying that he had other kids. He knew his son. And he knew that his son would not go and intentionally to harm anybody. Just like when I believe when he stabbed him, he did not stab him to kill him. I don't believe it that. I believe that he probably stabbed him maybe to get him off of him. You know what I'm saying? Because again, they say this boy number like 120, 30 pounds, and these uh big oversized kids, and it's two of them. It's two of them. And like the
Hmm.
young lady said, yeah, I mean, you would want to try to think that your kids would think like an adult. But like the sister said, they kids. And like I said, that's the first law of nature, self-preservation. So if I got two people that I feel like my life is in danger, because that may have been how he felt at the time. I just don't feel like that. He just did a malicious act to
I
hurt
agree.
What?
somebody. I
What?
feel like that he felt like his life was in danger. These two big kids was uh probably trying to get on him, and he had to do what he had to do. And I don't think that he intended on killing. I think that he just probably wanted to get them off of him. I don't think so. Go ahead.
Okay, Tracy. Go ahead.
Okay, so just piggybacking off of you, beautiful. I agree with you. It's pitiful, and it need to be done better. First of all, we need to quit being back in the slavery days. We are not the mass. The masses ain't on the porch with the whip. Now it's Texas, and and I was speaking to somebody, and they was like, "It's Texas. It's prejudice. It's this and that. It's whatever." Now I'm upset about this, and I'm one person. I can't do it by myself. Everybody needs to do it. It's more of us than them. And people say it ain't white or black. Yes, it is. Somebody here in Texas got away with admitting to messing with their friend's son, and he was a lawyer. He get to keep his license after 5 years. He get to not. He don't have to prove. He don't have to in Texas get identified as a sex offender, but he do in where he moved to Nebraska. And I'm saying that to say this: this boy ain't do nothing. Well, he did stab the boy, but they would have killed him and not got any time. Any time they would have unalived him, and nobody would have known. They wouldn't have found him, or they would have said he got suicide hanging from a tree. It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy. It's crazy. And I'm only one person, but I am fed up. It's enough. Enough is
Mm-hmm.
enough, and nobody should sit still for this. We should be in the streets protesting. I
He
can't because I'm
lost his
out.
life. He lost his life trying to be
Who?
Carmelo Anthony. Lost his life.
Trying to protect you.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't believe
That's
that.
what I'm saying. And I'm
Nobody had no, how he tried to protect his when no one had a weapon, and you doing it and you doing the company of so many other persons. So it's
Okay.
like look, okay,
uh,
things like this be funny when it's like a white and black situation because I know it's like racial tensions rise up, biasness rises up, and it's like okay, I'll give you an example. Beauty, you say he was a good kid. He's a person. He had straight A. He had a knife in his bag that he carried with him, right? So again, it's sort of like when I first got arrested, right? I remember when I got arrested. First time I got arrested, and they was like, my attorney was arguing, this is first offense. He never did the crime before. This is first. That wasn't true. That's just the first one I got called for. I did a lot of wrong. I was messing up doing a whole lot of stuff. But the first time I ever got caught and arrested, they presented it as though that was my first time actually trying a crime and got caught. So it's like, no, we know what comes with the sinful nature. But you're talking about teenage boys. They are
Mhm.
very hostile and competitive towards one another. That's why you see a standoff here. You see a standoff. You see a prideful child, then you see a bullying child and it's like a standoff. But here's the thing: it goes back to parenting. Like again, why is your child having a knife going to school when in the trial nothing never came out about him being bullied, picked on, having enemies in no type of way? None of that ever came out in the trial. So he just have a weapon on him at all times.
Can I?
But hold on, but before he and then and before he killed the boy, he got his hand in the bag on the weapon. No one even knows he got a weapon. They don't even believe he got a weapon because of the setting that they in. They like, ain't nothing in that bag. Ain't nothing in that bag. And he like,
So,
come trust me and find out. Watch, find out. So it's like it's daring and it's a standoff and it's pride. Just like the Bible say, pride come before the fall of every man. So I see two things happening. I see the ones who trying to bully because they were trying to get a point across. You lost your life. So that's what happens to bullies. Then you see a prideful guy who actually, I ain't doing nothing. I'm standing right here. Move me, make me move. So you see a prideful stance. Then you lose your life. What did you prove? Nothing was proven on either end. Nothing was proven. What was proven is the truth for how you operate in ignorance. That's what was proven. That's actually what happened on both of those situations. The white boy trying to bully and you lost your life.
okay.
The prideful black man, so called, taking a stand, and even though you provoking
I
also.
agree.
So it ain't like he's sitting in a tent.
So our black, our young
Hold
black
on, hold
boys.
on, hold on, sis.
Okay.
It ain't like see, it's like y'all painting this picture of innocence that's not there. I don't see innocence there. I see wrong all over. I see wrong while he in the tent arguing with the boys, going up against the school. Because that's what happened in school. We act like we never went to high school.
I
When
see what you're
school
saying.
when schools and schools come up together, they compete against each other. That used to happen to us all the time. Okay, where I'm from, I remember Kazi used to always come up to South Division every time after school. Kazi kids from Kazi would come up to South Division, and they would always be challenged. Anytime schools meet up with schools, whether it's games, you have school fights, all these things. So it's always these rivalries amongst other schools, especially when you're talking about teams and sports. So you have all these school rivalries where you're competing against each other, putting each other down, and things. And that's exactly what happened this day. They putting each other down about each other's school. They asking them to remove itself. I ain't going nowhere. Put me out.
Okay. Can I
So
say
it's
something? When you
yeah, but
get
I'm
through.
just
But
saying.
at the
I'm just
time,
saying.
it
That's
was
what happened.
storming, and he just wanted to get some shelter.
Okay.
No, I don't believe that. I don't believe he just wanted to get some shelter.
They
If
even
Okay.
said that.
if he
They
just
Yeah.
wanted to get some shelter, then why is they talking about they was having arguments about the schools on who's the and who's the weakest, who's the strongest, so how you just getting some shelter and you having an argument under the enemy tent on how y'all schools is better than one another's?
But
Come
that
on,
was
that's
not
not
their tent, B.
Hmm.
the
That was
tent
not.
lead to the killing though, sis. It's
But
sort of
I
like okay,
understand, but at the same time, you
go ahead,
know,
sis.
when it's storming, the first thing you think of, let me go to the first place where
shelter.
they have shelter.
Hmm.
That's what you think. You ain't thinking about nobody, school tent. You just trying to get out the rain.
And number one, another thing I think is here is Carmelo. He's not a large young man. He's
Hmm.
been raised
Hmm.
right. He's from a
Hmm.
two-parent home. And then you
Hmm.
got Austin or whatever he is, his
Hmm.
name. You have him over here come from a broken home.
Beating
They
his
Hmm.
father ass.
just as
Hmm.
much as they tear us down when they sit there and say when we have single parent home, oh, the daddy wasn't in the home, the daddy wasn't in the home. Well, why wasn't this hollering the daddy wasn't in the home on them?
Exactly.
You understand? Is
They was whooping the daddy ass. They was
and
whooping the
that's
daddy.
exactly, and then
They
that's what
don't
I'm
they
saying
don't
is
point out those things
my
when they're
child
black
these
boys.
days and times be my child, my son going out there, and it's not like that he was carrying a switchblade, pocket knife,
Right.
that type of knife. It was just a little Swiss Army type knife, little what they call it, a Boy Scout knife. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But in
No, it
these time
wasn't.
and days,
It
you do
wasn't
have to have
illegal.
your child to have something to protect himself. Now,
Mm-hmm.
it was said when the boys came up, wait a minute, hold on. When the two young the brothers was approaching, it was not only them two, it was four more behind them that came with them. One ventured off and went over to the coach to try to get the coach attention so that he wouldn't be seeing what was going on. While they were going up there to handle whatever they called themselves handling with Carmelo. Carmelo had every right to sit there and just be up under the tent for safety up for the rain. You know what I mean? Because the tent did not belong to these boys
That's
at
not
all.
true. That's not true, sis. It's like you paint your own narrative to
No,
justify
I'm
things.
going out for
The
what.
tent, the tent had logos all over it of the other school. It wasn't Carmelo's them tent. It was that school tent. You can see the pictures and everything. I can put it up and upload it.
Okay.
He was not supposed to be there under that tent. But the thing about it is, it's like you watering down the story of the truth. They were in a heated debate before he was asked to even leave. That's actually what was being said by the people who was attending the trial and giving the commentary on it. That's what started. They were in a heated debate under that tent about each other's schools that drew the attention of the other students from that school, by
Okay.
which he was asked then to leave as a result of what was going on, or the disrespect that was going back and forth from the school. So it wasn't just, oh, I need to just get out of the rain and dry off right here and just chill, and then out of nowhere I'm asked to leave. No, he was in there under the tent from the rain, which led to a heated debate between him and so-called another guy who's supposed to be his friend thing, and they got the going against the other school, which actually caused it the tension to rise from the other player from that school intent he was under as a means of disrespect. That's the truth. So it's like people watering it down and making it their own to justify what happened.
I'm
And
not
that's
trying to
not,
water it
no, no, no.
down.
Yes, you did. You said that he only wanted to get out of the rain. That's all you said.
Okay, this
That's
is
not true, though.
it was a black man that saw the whole video. He told everything that was on that video. And tell me this.
That
This is
came
the
out that
year
he was lying though.
2026. This is the year 2026 where everybody have phones, cell phones and record everything. You're going to tell me out of all this that happened, nobody recorded none of this?
I said the same thing.
It
Not
was
one
it,
They
bit.
it,
had
it
they played
was
the
recorded.
video
That's
in
what I'm
court.
saying. Yeah, it
They
was
played a
recorded.
video in court, and that black man that was on there talking about them jumping him and all he saw, he was lying. It came out that he was lying. It was
Right.
not true. He didn't watch another video. There was no other video that has
Oh.
come out.
Right. It's just you know, it's crazy. It's the same thing that just happened here not too long ago, where the police had killed this black dude in traffic. And then all the black people was like, oh, the police killed the man. He was unarmed. He didn't do nothing. All he had both his hands up, and they were ready to riot on behalf of that. And then the footage came out. Well, the black dude actually cut the police off in traffic because he wasn't in a police car. He was just in a regular car. He cut
Mm.
the police off in traffic, bumped his car. He didn't even know it was the police. So when you hit somebody's car, y'all both pull over. So the black dude who was trying to get in front of him and cut him off in traffic, he cut the police off, bumped into his car, and he was the cause of the accident. He get out of his car, walk up to the police officer while the police looking at the now the police ain't in uniform or nothing. He's like in a detective outfit, like he's a regular civilian. He get out of the car, he look on the side, looking where the dent at. The black dude come out cursing, disrespecting, and even though he the one that started the whole thing of the accident, he go in his pocket, pull out a pistol, slap the police across the head with the pistol. The
And that was
police
wrong.
pull out the gun. Look, police pull out the gun him down, but the people who the black people was talking about, oh, he ain't have a weapon, he didn't do nothing. All he had his hand up, and the police just shot him for nothing.
No, that was wrong. That
But
was
but hold
wrong.
on, but these be the things that be crazy. How people be painting their own stories to justify what's happening rather than telling the truth about what's going on here. And that's all I'm saying,
I'm
though.
not trying to
Like,
paint my own story.
okay,
I'm
sis,
just
this is what
going
I'm
off the
saying.
things I heard, babe.
Okay, but this is what I'm saying. If you were paying attention to the trial, they were talking about in the trial that tent was the other school's tent. They said that Carmelo school and them didn't bring their tent because, for one, they didn't have enough players with them, that they didn't feel a tent was necessary. That's one thing that they said. Then they
Right.
spoke about when he did got in the tent, a heated debate started about the two schools where they was downing each other in their school, which drew the attention to other players by which they was asking them to leave. But then there was a standoff of I ain't going nowhere, make me type stuff. And that his
So this is
hand,
what they said in the court, right?
yeah, this is what they saying. This is
What do
what
you think they're going to say in the court? How
all
you
right,
think
all
they're
right,
going to?
Chris.
I'm
All
just
right.
saying. How do you think they're going to present it in court
They gonna
against
present about
Carmelo?
they gonna oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just asking. Where you're in Texas, you get an all white jury. Number one,
Mm-hmm.
nobody black. How do you think they're going to present? They presented this young man, these boys, to be like they were just angels. These boys, they said they bullied the school.
But sis, nine
Yes.
times out of 10, you're gonna have a all white jury if you in a all white county because that's where the crime happened at. So 9 times 10, that's going to happen. That's going to
But,
happen
but
That's
what
that,
happened to
if you in a
a
county
jury of
like
your
that.
peers? What
that
about a
But but,
jury of your
but
peers?
they go by where the crime was committed at.
The peers is the community. It's not
peer,
Exactly.
yeah,
about
peers is a
race, it's
community. It
age,
doesn't have
gender,
mean
it's
just their
community.
age. But
No, it's the
Yeah.
I
community.
understand it's all white, but you're going to tell me that there was nobody there that was of color around that could not been a juror.
Okay, here's the thing you got to understand too. See, this is the thing people don't be getting. Like I say, both attorneys have to agree on the jury. It
Hmm.
ain't
Yeah.
just they picking the state just picking all white jurors. That
Right?
meant Carmelo's paid attorney. He had a paid
Mm,
attorney.
right.
Exactly.
You
He
right.
had to agree also to the jurors that was picked for to sit on that jury thing.
You
Exactly.
right.
And
You
that's
right.
that's why I
TC,
believe
please.
that he was sold out because he had a
Yes.
white attorney on top of that
He
that
had
On
a
they
top of
paid
it.
all sit
attorney.
down and eat
That
together
don't
and know
mean nothing,
one
BT.
another.
He had a
That don't
paid attorney that his father and them paid for. What are you
That's what
talking
I'm
about?
saying.
that don't
They paid for from the
Oh my
attorney was
God.
from there from where they live at. I'm not saying
yeah.
the attorney
That
was
don't
from
mean
where they live
nothing.
at. These white people all gather together and go out and eat. The judges, the lawyers,
Yes.
all of
Exactly.
them, they know one
Okay,
another.
watch this. Here's a question for you,
His
Chanel.
parents chose
Okay,
him though.
right here. Watch this. Watch this though. Here's a question for you, Chanel. You have a black teenage son, right? He go to an all white school. What would you teach him, knowing he go to an all white school? If a problem like this arises and occur, and you know he have a knife, what would you say? What would you teach him?
Who are you asking?
You.
Oh, I'm not. I'm chosen.
Chosen. What would you tell
Yeah.
him? What would you tell your
No,
teenage son? You got a black teenage son. He go to an all white school. What would you teach him when you knowing that he go to an all white school in Texas? You understand that 9 times out of 10 you at a so-called disadvantage when it comes to the court system and when it comes
mhm.
to life in these situations where whites is more privileged than blacks. What would you teach your black child that go to an all-white school in situations like this? What would you teach them?
And the situation like this is not, has happened because my son went to an all white
What
school
would you teach
besides
them?
two. And this is what I told him: you
What you tell
never
them?
put your hands on anybody, but you protect yourself in any kind of way that you can. If somebody run up on you or whatever, if multiple try to gain you, you protect yourself.
Okay, so when you say if multiple try to gang up on you, you protect yourself. So in
Yes.
other words, so another yeah. Because in other words, you use that to justify the knife pulling and why the boy lost his life. Correct?
No. I'm telling you, that's what I told my son.
Because you moved the goalposts. You moved the goalposts. You started out saying if one person do this, protect yourself. Then you said if multiple person. Because in your story previously, you said that it was four dudes that approached them and he had the knife, so you justify him pulling the knife and actually defending his. Okay, for instance, do you believe what he did was self-defense? I just want to hear it.
Yes.
Okay, you beauty, do you believe what he did was self-defense?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, Hold on. Let me get the other sister right here, Krista. Krista, do you believe Carmelo acted in self defense?
Be
Krista,
careful.
do you believe Carmelo acted in self defense? Why she getting it? Tracy, do you believe Carmelo acted in self defense? Tracy, where you at?
Where's everybody at?
Tracy, where you at? Do you believe Carmelo acted in self defense? That's what I want to know.
Okay, so everybody scared to speak.
No, Tracy.
Uh-uh.
Tracy went down. She might come back
Oh,
up.
okay.
It can't be scared to speak because beautiful spoke. I'm just asking her.
Yeah,
I'm just asking the ones who seem like y'all seem like he acted in self defense and he wasn't wrong in what he did.
Could I say something?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can, sis. I'm just wanting to know.
Yes, you do. Okay, so I want to say this. Another thing that make it stressful for people to process this is if it was like that, BT all the way around the board, when we see other cases, it's not like that. But this kid, it's almost like we feel like he get railroaded. Like I said, you got go back to Trayvon Martin. You know, they follow these young black kids, gun them down for no reason, and they walk away scot free. And then you
Mm-hmm.
telling me where the kid get here at school and he's getting bullied. And
Trayvon
he
Martin wasn't gunned down by a white man.
Mexican.
okay, Mexican, whatever. They ain't one of us, okay? They ain't
They call minorities.
okay, minority, let's go there. Okay. And so these minorities are getting
we
they
call minorities.
we got our or what they call it.
They call minorities too.
Oh, okay,
Mexicans and blacks are called minorities.
okay, so Zimmerman was a Mexican. Let's be a Mexican. Stop laughing, BJ.
Go ahead, sir. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
you see where I'm coming from with this, though. You know, they can go kill one of us, and it's self-defense all day.
Multiple.
Yes, all day. But then this kid got every right to defend himself. He's felt like he's being threatened. I mean, even if, like you said, kids gonna be kids. And even if, okay, let's go with your scenario that they was under the tent, they was having a discussion about my food better, whatever. Okay, it still was two of these kids that was looking to dump this one kid. Okay, so for him, okay, he protected himself. He don't get he can't use the stand your ground, but the Asian man can, Zimmerman can, you know, and the list go on and on. You see what I'm saying?
The only difference is this is what I'm saying. It's not looked at as the same when you're dealing with kids who considered to be kids at a sporting event. They kids at a sporting event. The thing that's gonna stand out is if this weapon wasn't here on the grounds where it is not supposed to be there for no student to have here,
Right.
he wouldn't have lost his life. That's what people ruling out. They go by that. What is illegal? It was illegal and wrong for you to have this weapon on these premises by which
That's
we are
not
having
true.
a that
No,
is true. What
no,
do you mean that's
No,
not
because
true?
no,
the
no.
They have
weapon
it on
was not
Oh
posters.
my
illegal.
God.
It was
The
not
It
weapon
wasn't
illegal
is
not
because
illegal.
illegal. What are you
that
It
talking
the
about?
wasn't. It
knife
was.
was not.
It
Uh,
wasn't.
Do you even know how long the knife was? How long
Right.
was
They
the
yes,
told
knife?
us
they said
that
it
it
was
was.
2 or 3 inches.
How? No, it wasn't. It was 5
Yes,
inches
they said
long. It was
3.5 inches.
5 inches
It
long.
was
That's how
three
long.
and a half.
No, with the total knife.
Oh
But
It said
man,
about three
it's fear.
inches. It's
But when you flip it out,
it was
then it was
5.
3.5. The
Oh
total
my
knife was
gosh,
5, but the actual blade was only 3.5.
that's long. That's long going into the chest of a person.
Yeah.
okay,
Why you
okay.
think he died? He only got stabbed once.
Malachi, say
Yeah.
he did not have the knife with him. Okay, say he did not have the knife with him.
Then we
And
got a
these two,
person. Then we got
okay,
2 kids that go
then these
home.
two
We
young
got
white
2 kids
boys
that go
that
home.
came over there and bullied him or
Wait, but you
whatever.
just proved
Uh,
the point. You just
no,
proved
no,
the
I'm
point,
just
sis.
saying. Say
But
he did
hold on,
not
hold on,
have
hold
the
on.
knife.
I hear you, sis. Right. But you just proved the point. If he did not have the knife, guess what? You have 2 kids that's at home. right now. You don't have one dead, and you don't have one in
But
the
listen what I'm
penitentiary.
saying. Hold on.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to
I'm hearing
paint another
exactly what you're saying,
scenario.
sis. I'm hearing exactly what you're saying, but I don't think you hearing it. If he
Yes.
didn't have the knife, you have one child who still remains to be alive, and another child who at home and not in prison for the rest of his life, for the most part. So
Okay.
that's the very point that
That
they proven in the court of law.
but that's what you I just
Ah,
want you to
boy.
hear this. If he did not have a knife, say the boy, the one of the brothers, the one that got killed, so I'm Lord rest his soul. I am so sorry. But say he hit Anthony Carmelo hard enough in his chest or wherever in the area where he killed him. Then how would that would have been?
Here's the problem, though. You going off what ifs. We going off what happened. You
That's
saying
what I'm saying. You said it would have been three people at home had he not had the knife.
so here's
But
the
you don't know that because
here.
if
Oh my gosh.
Hello?
Here's the problem. Here's the problem, sir. We're going off
okay.
what ifs. They're not going off what ifs. They're going off what happened. What
I
happened?
understand. I was just talking to you about a scenario if he didn't have the knife and they came up and they started beating on him to the fact to where they killed him.
But sir, that never happened.
Not,
This is what I'm
I
trying to say. That never happened. And in the
okay.
court of the law, they're not going off what ifs. They're not going
I
off what
understand.
if this, what if he didn't have the knife, and what if they jumped him and they jumped him and he probably lost his life. That ain't how it works. It
I
goes by what happened.
I understand. I understand that. I was just saying me and you
yes.
were having a dialogue about you said if he did not have the knife, if he did not have the knife, you said all three boys, young men, will still be alive and home.
I
And
don't know
I'm
about
telling
three.
you,
I just know about two. I
okay,
don't know about three,
well,
sis.
see, that's what I'm saying. You
I
said
said
we you
two. It's
said
only two persons involved. One person lost his life and the other person in jail for the rest of
no, it was
his.
three involved. It was the two brothers and him.
The other brother didn't do nothing. What are you talking about? Since the other brother didn't do nothing,
Okay.
you was under the impression that another brother did something.
No, I was under the impression that they both were up there, and the one that did all the talking was the one that got stabbed. But the other brother also followed. That's the way they did. That's the way they act, and it was told by students in the school that they're bullies. That's what they do to other people. They didn't just bully him. They've been bullies in school. If they whoop their daddy ass.
Okay,
Okay.
Yeah.
but that's see here's the problem. It's going right back to what ifs and what ifs. That's not how it works.
Right.
It goes by what happened. You
Okay,
can't
I
say, well, the
understand.
brother went beside him, so if the brother went beside him, if they would have fought, they all would have been jumping them. That ain't what happened though.
I'm not saying that. I just said if it was turned around and he did not have it and they end up hitting him or he end up hitting him and hit him the wrong way and killed him with
Mm-hmm.
a
You
blunt
see,
and killed him. That's all I'm
But
saying.
you
Then
going,
how would it have been
but you
played
going,
out with
sis,
the all white jury still and then with the all white jury still and he killed this young boy.
sis, you keep on going back to what if, what if, what if. You keep saying it. And it's like, that's not what happened. It ain't
I
going by
understand.
what ifs. What if he
I
did this? What if
understand.
he did this? What if they did that? That's not what happened though. So
I
they're
understand
not
that.
trying him off of what ifs. They
Yes,
trying
they're
him
not.
off of what happened. What happened?
Right.
Why is this weapon
yeah.
on the field where we have
Right.
all students at a at
Exactly.
a at a at a competition?
Right.
Why is this knife here?
Right.
That's the weapon by which this whole thing is. And then it's like,
Absolutely.
well, it's self defense. How when you the only one with a weapon? They don't look at
You
it as self
don't know
defense.
you don't know who all out there had weapons. Oh, they
Oh
just
my
know he.
They,
gosh.
That's what I'm saying. They just know he had a weapon because it took
Can't
place with
use it.
him.
Okay,
oh, yeah.
Felicia, you gonna say something?
Yeah, I did want to say something. Yeah, thank you. I think that again, the point is it was on campus, it was on a school campus, and no matter how we look at the dynamic of the race of the state, by law, students cannot bring weapons to a campus. And I think that is really the bottom line. That's really what they judged this whole case on because of the fact that no one else was known to have a weapon. We don't know who else had a weapon. And
Mm.
being in education, I understand no matter how we try to flip it, because that person had a weapon, now he is now the aggressor. He's now going to be looked at as the person, that could have made another choice. And at the end of the day, if there
Right.
was no track record of bullying, and there's always a rule in school, tell an adult at school, tell an adult at home. If there was no track record of him having been bullied, at least documented. All of this is just like anything else. It has to be documentation. So because he
Right.
did not necessarily have documentation of being bullied, him having that weapon is really the game changer for this whole case. And unfortunately, we know in the southern states that we are not given the same set of laws. We are not given the same opportunity.
Right.
The bar is different. And
Mhm.
him being from Texas, as BT was stating, his parents could have had hopefully should have had a talk with him about that in general, because it does not change the law. And I think that's really what we're talking about here.
Mm. The law is always different for us anyway, so
Yeah,
it
but that's
doesn't
what we
apply
got to.
to us.
But that's why we have to be better parents. If you know
Right.
this,
I
that's just that.
understand.
If you know this, what I always teach my children. If you know this to be true, then you have to do things better. Seeing that we at a disadvantage. That's the same reason. What look like I be
Yeah.
hearing brothers complain all the time about how we get more time for this crime, we get more time for this, and the white people get slaps on the wrist. Okay, cool. Well, if you know that, then why do you keep putting yourself in a position to be judged by a prejudicial judicial system by which you are treated unfairly than others? Why even do it? So
Yeah.
it's like when it comes to parenting, it's the same thing of parenting. If you know, again, if you know these my children, I love my children. Again, I do drills with my children. I told my children one time, I said, what would you do if a police pull you over? And then my one kid was just like, we'll pull over. I say, and what if they hostile and they begin to talk aggressively to you, then what would you do? So I started to educate them. I say, look, when the police
Mhm.
pull you over in this dark time, go somewhere where there's light.
Right.
Cut on your phones, and immediately start recording. You know what I mean? Try to call me on the phone if you could, but cut your phone on, immediately start recording, but go somewhere where there's light and there's other civilians around. Do not be confrontational with them, right?
Right.
Say, look, don't give them a hard time. Whatever they ask you to do, just do it. Because again, the objective is to get home. We
Stay.
will work the other things out later
Exactly.
that went wrong. Don't
Right.
do it. I told my kids this too, because I got different baby mamas, and I remember my one little daughter used to get into it all the time because her mother would teach her, if somebody disrespect you, you disrespect them back. I don't care how old they is. I don't care if it's an adult, this and
No.
that. So my
Right.
daughter would be cussing out grown folks and all that. So
Mm-mm.
I found out about it. So I got my daughter. I said, hey, where you get off disrespecting grown folk? She like, my mama told me if somebody say something, I could say something back and cuss. I say, your mama taught you that? And her mama was right there. Her mama laughed and she like, yeah, I did tell her. I say, why would you teach her that? I say, that's not right. Look how little she is. You teaching her to go up against grown adults who can hurt her. She is a child. She is little. I told her, I say, listen, if a grown adult disrespect you and anything, you humble yourself. Don't say nothing. Come and get an adult. Come and get
Exactly.
your parents, and we'll handle the adults. Don't challenge them. Don't confront them. You are a child and you can get hurt.
You're
Okay?
right.
So even though your mama told you that, and I hate to say this around her, but she told you wrong. That ain't how you handle things. Let us handle the adults if it come to that. You stay in the child's place, okay? But they don't have a
Exactly.
right to disrespect you neither. But I
Right.
told them that.
It's
So
true.
it's education. So if I
Definitely.
knew my child was going to school and had a knife, you got to explain two things to me. First of all, why do you got that knife in your bag? And I need a good explanation on why. And I'm still gonna remove it from you. You have to explain that. And like we were saying earlier, there was no record ever that came up that he was being bullied or mistreated in any type of way. So he do comes off. I thank you for that too, Felicia. He do comes off as the aggressor, and that's what it's going by. I know we want to see it on the black and white, and sometimes we do have to, because I believe that do play a major part on why it was a standoff like that. If you got a black dude surrounded by white folks and they telling him to leave, it's like Rosa Parks on a bus all over again. No, I'm tired. I'm standing right here. But even though
You're
he,
right. You're right.
right, that's true though, and that's true.
It is. Yeah.
But it's just the way he went about it. Because all while he was saying that, he had his hand on his weapon in the bag. See what I mean? So it
Right.
comes off so it don't come off as self defense. It now comes off as provoking because you have the knowledge of what you have, knowing nobody else don't have nothing. So they're not going off of what ifs. They're going off of what happened.
Okay,
Right.
so when you just sat there and said no, he knows that he had a knife, but you said that he basically he knew that they didn't have anything.
Right. That's why he was saying, "Come and see, touch me. I dare you, touch." Like he like provoking them to like,
Right, right. But I'm saying that's not saying that they didn't have. He knew that they didn't have anything because they could have had something. I'm
come
just
on,
saying.
sis. He looking at both their hands. God, my God.
Yes, and I understand. I'm with you on it. I'm with you
Like,
on it. I'm just saying that
you
I
tripping.
am. I'm with you on it. I am, B. I promise you. I'm
Okay.
with you on it.
All right.
I just hate the fact that our kids always get the killed, shot, all this type of
Mm-hmm.
stuff, and we never get justice for our children. But yet, once one of ours do something, and it could be self defense or non self defense, whatever it is, then next thing
Mm-hmm.
you know, they shipping them. They gonna get them put in prison, in jail, any way they can, or shot.
Mm-hmm.
And that hurts me as a mother. And I do. I raised a 30-year-old son that he knows when he gets pulled over anything, you pull, and he dates a white lady.
Mm.
So this is the thing is that I tell him, you already got to strike two. That's strike two strikes against you. So when you driving, you pull over to somewhere like, and the next thing you do, put your hands up on the dashboard. They need to see your hands. Don't be around there fiddling around for no phone. I told him to turn his phone on, but put your hands on the dashboard because then white people are gonna look at you and see this white woman in this car with you, your girlfriend, and then next thing you know, it's a whole nother. It can be a whole nother situation.
And
Sis,
I
go
Mm-hmm.
ahead. Go
yeah, I
ahead.
was just gonna say I think the other
That's true.
dynamic
My
here
son
is
married a white lady.
sorry.
Hold on once, Krista. Go ahead.
Yeah, Yeah, I was just gonna say the other dynamic. I think again we're talking about. It's no doubt that race played a role in this because they are in the South. They're in Texas. We know the odds are already against blacks in the southern states. But I
Right.
think the other side we want to also consider. I think that's painful in this situation is the 35 years because
Yes.
we are always over. We call it over incarcerated.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole thing where we're going to get the book thrown at us. So it's not that I think he just out of just mere fact, in any state, more than likely because the person died and he did stab them, he would have had some type of sentence. But I just think the issue now is 35 years the fair sentence based on his history, and
Right.
just what, his age
Mm-hmm.
and stage of life. And I just think that's the part that we're also grappling with.
Well, I think his mother and his father also sold him down the road, down the river. And now I say this because in the white town, all white town, and they got a good, I guess, attorney that they knew that's white in that town and paid for an attorney. To me, I wouldn't have. There's no way I would have gotten an
Mm-mm.
attorney from that county,
Me
from that
neither.
town that was white. I would have had a brother from
Mm-mm.
somewhere else to fight for my child as much as I
Mm.
would fight for my child.
Yeah, no
But
way.
see, you cannot trust all them together because, like I said, when at the end of the day, they go out to eat together, they go fishing
Mm-hmm.
together,
Rubbing
their
elbows.
families lolly together, picnicking and all that. When you don't know that, so the whole time you got this white attorney, fighting for your child, they
Paying them
already done
good.
had conversation over lunch about, what I mean,
How this gonna
what's
go?
gonna happen and how everything is going. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So I
Frisco
heard
is
you.
a suburb of Dallas, and it is not small like that. If you're looking at the entire metroplex, it's plenty of attorneys that they could have chose.
One thing I found out, like I know when you going up against white folks, I use the white folks against the white folks. I wouldn't go in a place with no black attorney up against white folks.
Now I
That's
heard
just
that
me.
before.
That's
I
just
heard
me.
that
I
too,
wouldn't
better
do
too.
that.
I know what you're saying because
I'll use the white folks against the white folks.
I know
That's
what
just
you're
me.
saying. I get what you're
I
saying.
was
I
thinking
heard
the
that
There's
same
too.
nothing
thing when
wrong
I
with
saw them
having the
black
white
attorneys.
folks
I
to
didn't
go up
realize.
against white folks, but I wouldn't have got the one in that county in the same place that they knew one another.
I think legally you have to do that to some degree. I believe. I think it ain't that. See, I think it's some type of laws to some degree of how that's supposed to go to some degree. I think it's different for different states. States though, I don't know.
Did you see
Not
where the judge knew the father? And they took pictures all, they had pictures all on Facebook with the judge and the father.
I saw that. And the DA. The
Oh
DA too.
yeah,
They
they
could have
Right.
always
the
grinning.
judge, the DA, and the daddy. They
All
said they
of
Yeah,
was
them.
all
It was about
friends.
4 or 5 of them
That should be a
smiling in
conflict of
photo.
interest right there.
exactly.
Okay, exactly.
But I don't know.
Do you
I
think?
mean,
Do you think? Do you think 35 years is too much for taking somebody's life?
I think 35
but
years is
for
too
him,
much for what happened
yes. What
in
had
this
yes.
situation.
Yeah, for this situation.
It depends on the
Of a
circumstances, you
of
know.
a of a
I
of
think
a
that this circumstance is a little excessive.
This
oh,
young
oh,
man never had been in trouble in his life.
nah, I don't know,
So,
man.
Your
so let
record matters. Your record matters. Your record- you know that,
Uh,
BT.
I
Go
don't be
ahead,
believing that when
Tracy.
people be saying they never did nothing. I don't know.
They said he was an upstanding school, man,
Student, yes.
upstanding student.
Why do he have the knife? Why he have the
some
knife? That's the
people,
question. Why do he have the knife?
For
maybe
protection.
there was a reason.
Protection
Maybe
Yes.
from
there was a
who?
reason.
He's can I tell you something? Because I
Go
do
ahead.
live in Texas.
Go ahead.
Okay.
But do you live
So
in Frisco, Texas?
I live in Texas.
It's
I've been
not
to
the
prison.
same.
I've been to prison in Texas.
But are you from Frisco,
BT,
Texas? I'm
can I
just
just tell
asking.
you something?
Yeah, you can. I'm just asking. Are you from Frisco, Texas?
I am not from Texas, so no.
You always
You
messing
are not
around.
from Texas?
No, I'm not. But I live in Texas since 99. Since
Okay.
1999.
Go ahead, sis.
Okay, so hear me out, please.
Somebody have
That
something in the
boy,
background going.
that
That's
man, well,
Tracy.
I don't even
That's
know how
Tracy.
old he is. However old he is, he did not deserve 35 years. I don't care if he killed several people. Let me tell you
Wow.
something. That boy, if he's a good student and ain't done, never been in trouble or nothing like that, not hanging with the gangs or nothing like that, he did not deserve to be being bullied. He deserved to be under. He did not have to get rained on. Let me turn my camera on. He did not have to get rained on. He should have been able to be there peacefully or whatever, and they should have treated him with respect. Now, should he had the knife? No. Should it have been a big knife like that? No. Just a little something, a bat or something. I don't know. But whatever the case is, they gave him 35 years to say, okay, N word, you is out of here. No matter what. Now, if they would have beat him up or hung him from the shaft or somewhere, they wouldn't have got no time. I seen somebody, I watched it on TV and was mad. Two white kids in the bathroom being bullied, the one being bullied. So the one that was being bullied stabbed the other one. Why he have a knife in school? Stabbed the other one, killed him, didn't do a day, not an hour. I don't want to hear any of that. Miss me with all of that. And black people, we should stand up. I can't do nothing. I'm on oxygen. But regardless, we should stand up. It should be no more of that Jim Crow stuff, or we should warn our kids. Yeah, we should do it when we do that, and they still come up missing. And that's all I got to say. I'm done with it. Band
Okay.
together, come to
Okay.
Black people
Texas.
ain't like it used
Oh,
to be in the day when we used to just, stick together, whatever. As soon as you put a wad of money in black people's hands, all their integrity go out the window. There's none.
I don't know, man. I just don't jump on things like that. Like Tracy,
I
you said,
understand you don't, but everybody don't just go and deal with people just because they got a little money in their hands. But because of how the society is now, all you do is have to present them with money and they will sell out anybody. They own mama.
I see my thing is I saw it all on both sides. I don't just see one sided. I didn't
I don't
say
either.
I didn't say hear what I'm saying statement. Tracy said, I don't think that boy should have got that much time, 35 years for what he did. But it's easy for you to say that when it's not your child. You can't say how a person being mistreated who took the life of someone else. Especially if you know it's you know what's crazy about things like it's like the value of life is so depreciated to the point. Look at the conversations we having,
Yes,
and it's
it
like
is.
somebody lost their life forever,
It-
literally
yep.
forever. You didn't just kill that person; you killed that person who may or would have had children themselves. So you just wiped all of that out. You're looking at one life without even seeing how many lives come from that one life. Like for instance, if somebody would have killed me, I wouldn't have had my 7 children that I had if somebody
Oh my
killed.
God. Seven?
Yeah, 7. I probably got more than that, but I'm just saying 7. Anyway, but I'm just making a statement though. If I would have got killed, you didn't just get rid of me. You wiped out that whole bloodline right there. You know what I mean? So
I
it's
do.
like God value life regardless. He values life. I'm only saying this to say this. I saw both sides of it. I'm gonna give
Okay.
you, I'm gonna give you another example. One of the guys I knew, he was a stick up man. One of my guys I knew, he was a stick up man. He used to rob and stick up a lot of people. Tracy, your background terrible. He used to rob and stick up a lot of people, right? He ended up getting killed by the police. Man, the whole city rioted on his behalf. What was crazy was just before he got killed by the police, I had a conversation with him. He pulled up in front of my house. He had a big old gun with a long extended clip. And I was like, "What are you doing with that?" He's like, "Man, I'm out here. I'm out here." That just means he out here.
Mhm.
Anybody that's slipping, I'm out here. You know what I mean? You
Mhm.
know how the
Mhm.
lingo go. I'm
Mhm.
like, bro, man, put that gun up somewhere before you lose your life, man. Put that gun up before you lose your life, man. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna end up hurting somebody. Somebody's gonna hurt you. He like, man, God, he just shaking his head like, man, man, this what we do type stuff. Right. I said, okay, well, guess what? I said, I ain't gonna have you just out here hot like that while I'm talking to you and you hot driving like that. So I'm gonna step away from the car and just holler at me later on and we gonna hook up at the studio. That's what I said to him. I ain't seen him no more after that. Shortly after that, he got killed by the police, right? Having
Mhm.
that same exact gun that I was just telling him about. And what's crazy, the whole city was rioting on his behalf, like he was an angel. Like he didn't
Right.
do nothing wrong. They paint this picture, oh, he didn't do
And
nothing wrong. And oh, he was, I'm like, what? This man
he
is
was a
known
robber.
for robbing and sticking
He was a
people
robber.
up.
Right.
Rioting on his behalf.
But we
You
do
got
know that
man,
they paint a picture too, a different picture. If you don't, we don't know if it's the truth that they're telling or they're just trying to spin the story on their behalf.
that's what I'm saying, sis. Like I done seen it on many, many different levels, many, many levels. I saw it over and over again. So it's like, okay, like for instance, I see things in wisdom, and I thank God for wisdom. Like when I be hearing people be like, "Hey, did you see what happened to that one man? He beat that trial, and he was wrong. Oh, did you see what happened right there? They got off the hook and they beat it in trial. You see, but guess what you missing? The jury is saying guilty or not guilty. Those are different persons. It's not the same. Look, the judge don't say guilty or not guilty. The DA don't say guilty or not guilty. The
Well, they have
DA,
instructions to
okay,
follow.
Right, no doubt. And it's the same instruction for anybody else. But the only difference is you have a jury of
Hurry.
people saying guilty or
Mm.
not guilty. So the same 12 that said guilty in this case was not the 12, was not the same 12 that said guilty in that case, was not the same 12 that said guilty in that case. You are still dealing with different peoples and different individuals. However, I get sometimes for the most part, we may not get our fair share as much as we would like. And I can vouch for that. But at the same time, I've seen it on both ends happen more than once, literally, like more than once. So it's like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
and it does. It happens on both sides of the aisle, or whatever the case. It just, you do try to tell your children, right from wrong, and try to tell them, don't go down that road. But sometimes people provoke you. I don't know what era you grew up in. I grew up in the '80s, and we was wilding.
I grew up in the
We
80s.
fought. Yeah, we fought, and we went home to our parents every night. There was no weapons that was taken out.
Them days over with.
Them days are over.
Oh,
Man, I
Yeah.
got I got off on so many cases with white folks. It ain't funny, man. I'm talking about literally got off the hook. Like I used to tell my guys and them all the time. I'm like, look, when them white folks come here, shut up. Let them do their job. Stop giving them a hard time because they're gonna search harder. They're gonna tear up more stuff. Don't look, let me do the talking. Be quiet when they come hit these houses. I did. I used to tell them that all the time. And when the police and them would come kicking the doors and raid the houses, I'll be, we do what they do at first. Tell them to do, shut up, get on the ground. They get control of the house and area and get everybody in a safe place to where they can do their thing. And then they be talking and stuff. And I pick a conversation because I know whatever city I'm in, 9 times out of 10, these white boys, they like football, they like sports, and you know what I mean? They may like rap. So that'll play in my hand because I knew how to rap and I knew sports. And I'd be like, man, what y'all think about them Packers, such and such, and the Bears? They'd be like, oh man, yeah. And then next thing you know, I'd be like, I got them. Now I got their mind off their job, and it'll start off. I used to do this all the time, and before you know it, they ain't searching as much. They laughing and talking, and they like, man, listen. I don't mean to be long on this story. I'm gonna say something. This was crazy. It was
yeah.
two police hit my one guy friend set me up, right? He was working with the police and he set me up. My one
Mm.
guy called me on the phone. He said, Malachi. I said, what? He said, oh, on the way to the spot, give him some work. I said, okay, cool. Now I don't know O is coming because he worked for the police. My guy
Mm.
Mo don't even know it. So O come in. When O came in, he like, hey, you got a 16th? I said, you want a 16th? He like, yeah. I said, okay, give me $60. So he give me $60 for the 16th. So I give him a 16th for $60. Then he asked me, he said, well, you mind if I just break it down a little bit in here before I go back out there?
Mm.
I say, go ahead, man. Break it down like before you go back out there. Cause this my guy.
Break what down?
The 16th in the house. I let
Okay,
him break the 16th down in the crib, bag it up a little bit so he go
okay.
back out there. So I looked on the window, I saw the D-Tex, and they were facing my way. I'm like, dang, they about to hit me. I'm like, bro, I go grab the other stuff, flushing it, and I'm like, bro, get rid of that right now. The other bathroom right there. He like, all right, all right, all right. So he going, I'm thinking he doing that while I'm getting rid of everything else. They hitting the door. Boom, boom, boom. Then they kick the door in, right?
Like casino.
Man, look, they kicked, but I just got rid of everything, so I'm good. And dude had the bathroom. I thought he was in the other bathroom while I was in the other one. When they come in, they take control of the house and everything. They searching. Then they come out. They like, they had all his work. They like, oh, look what we found. I'm like, what? I'm looking at dude like, no, you didn't. He like, man, he like, yeah, you going to jail. That's what he said to me. You going to jail. I'm like, look, that ain't mine. And then I'm looking at, I'm like, bro, you better tell them what's up. That ain't mine. Because I had already told him to get rid of it. He didn't get rid of it. He hid it in my house. You get what I mean?
Mhm.
After I
Yeah.
told him I was going to replace it anyway. So when I watched it, this crazy. I had another stash of dope up in the crib, a lot of it too. But the one that wasn't in a secure place, I flushed it. So I looked at the dude. Oh, I said, you better tell them, man, what's going on, because man, you know what's up, right? And then the other officer said, you threatening him? I'm like, man, he know that ain't mine. That's all I'm saying. Then O said, man, it's mine, officer. Then the officer said, what? You gonna let him be scared of you? You gonna be scared of him like that? He like, nah, it's mine, it's mine. And then the officer was like, okay. He said, oh, get up out of here. I look like what? Oh, that's how come I knew he had set me up. Oh, lead. Then the other
Mm-hmm.
officer, now watch it. It was a white officer and a black officer. The white officer was like, when I was talking to him, he took my money. I had like $2,000 on me. He took my money. And then the black officer came up to him. He said, you want me to call the K9 unit? I'm like, damn, I'm done. He was like, nah, we ain't gonna call the K9 unit. Then the black dude said, I think we should call the K9 unit. We call the K9 unit. I think it's some stuff up in here, man. He ain't telling us about. Then the white
Mm.
officer looked at him and said, I said no, we don't need the K9 unit. He gave me a yellow card for the money he took. He said, you want your money back, you got to appear before the court. You can get your money back. Then the black officer told him again, he said, Sarge, let me call the K9 unit. If the K9 unit don't find nothing, I owe you. Cause I guess they had their bets and stuff. He looked at that man. He said, and for the third time, I said no. Now let's go. I was like, what? And they left. But the white dude was giving me the break, and the black dude knew that I had other stuff in that house. He knew it, whatever, and I knew it. Oh my gosh. I was like, so yeah, I done been in these situations where like the blacks be more aggressive than the whites. Sometimes the whites be more aggressive. It's just you still dealing with people. You're still dealing with people. You just get different ones at times. Sometimes you get a cool white person. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you get a cool black guy. Sometimes you don't. I done seen guys beat cases. I done seen guys get slammed. But it depends, man. It depends. I don't think it's a this thing or that thing. It's just the who thing for the most part.
You have to do that.
You ain't never been in situations like that before? Not to say that it was dope or something like that, but I'm just saying, you ain't never really been in situations like that before?
I have, but not like that. Like it wasn't about me. But I've had,
Have you ever had white people give you a break that you was like, damn, they looked out? That's what I'm asking.
yeah, yeah. I have.
Okay, that's all I'm saying, sis. Sometimes it
Mm-hmm.
just be like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm keeping it real. I ain't scared of white folks. I don't like black folks. I'm keeping it real.
I mean,
I'm
yeah,
keeping it
I mean,
real.
I
I
work in
heard
corporate,
you.
so yes,
What?
I'm not scared of them. I work with them all the
What?
time, but they are phony as fuck.
Man,
What
look.
you said?
If I see three white people walking across the street and three black people across the street, which side you think I'm more concerned about?
I want to go on the black side because
Cut it out. Cut it out, manager.
What? I'm
you
keeping it
tripping, buddy, too.
100. What? Man, hey, look, when COVID hit, oh my gosh, my blood pressure skyrocketed. The whole hood got on masses. Oh my,
I ain't even want my
That was
grandkids to come
crazy.
over.
Yeah,
what?
that was crazy. COVID
Oh
was
my
crazy.
God, that was so scary. I'm like, everybody got a mask. Usually in the
Hmm.
black look before COVID, when you saw the mask, you knew it was trouble. Now everybody got one. Like, damn. I'm like, okay, this ain't right. Like, I
And
know
beats,
plenty. Yes, ma'am.
you in Chicago?
Yes,
I
in
am.
Milwaukee, both.
Both.
I'm
Okay.
in. Oh, I thought you was talking to me. I'm
No,
sorry.
go ahead.
Yeah,
Where you from? Where you from? Where's that
I
part
live.
from?
I live in the suburbs of Chicago. I live like 30 minutes away from there. So I live
Okay.
in the south suburbs.
Uh-huh. What them white folks at? While you
Yes, I
talking?
do. Yes.
And I'm
Sorry,
and I'm showing them this live while you
I
talking.
talk shit, but yes,
Yeah,
I
I'm
do
showing
live
them
with.
this
I
live.
do live around them.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so well.
I mean,
I got
I ain't gonna lie. I live around a
photos
mixture of
live.
people. So my son didn't grow up how I grew up. So it's a little different. So I'm a little bit more protective of him because he was a little bit sheltered.
Okay.
That's how my kids is. They are not
Hmm.
street kids at all.
At all.
At all. Like
Mm-mm.
they so dumb to the street. Like I'm like, oh my gosh, like son, really? You didn't see that?
Right. I
Like
know. I'm like, I'm more gangster than you.
man, what? Man, look, hey, crazy. My son was going to the store. It was crazy, right? So on the other end of the block, the guys in the neighborhood was shooting dice. And my son, them like, we finna go to the store. So it was like 4, 5 of them, right? Now the store is like on like 2 blocks away, but you gotta cross the street to where we live. You gotta cross the street and go down 2 blocks. So they decided to not cross the street immediately. They decided to walk all the way down to the corner where the guy's shooting dice at, and then they was gonna cross over. So I'm outside while they walk into the store, and I'm just wondering when they're going to cross over because they getting closer and closer to the dice game where the brothers is all out there deep shooting dice. They steady walking and walking. I'm like, okay, when is they're going to cross the street? They get right to the dice game, and literally, like, while these guys shooting dice, they basically believe that they got to stop shooting dice so that they could walk through. I'm like, what the hell? And then they the dudes who shoot dice let them go by and then start shooting dice again. I say, oh my gosh, did they just do that? I'm like, oh my God, I gotta really stay out here for my son to get hurt, right? Because you don't stop the flow and rhythm in a dice game,
Oh
okay?
no.
For the shooter or the one who catches. It's like a flow to it. So I'm outside like, oh my gosh, did they just do what I think they did? So I'm like, okay, I gotta stay out here till they come back from the store. So I'm out here, I'm like, I hope they don't cross back over where they shoot the dice and what. And would you believe that's what they was about to do? I said, hey. They like, huh? I said, get over here. I said, come down here. They came, I said, y'all didn't see them shooting dice? My son said, yeah. They stopped for us. I'm like, get in the house. Get in the house. I'm like, boy, y'all crazy. You don't stop no dice game. You go around it. What are you doing?
Oh
They're like,
God.
I ain't know that. I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, y'all, y'all, oh my gosh.
I think
What?
we coddle our kids a little bit different than when we grew up. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't know at all.
Mm-mm.
You know how like where we from, we could sense danger a mile away. We'd be like,
Hmm.
dude
Do
coming up, that do not look right.
Do you know where Harvey, Illinois is? Like,
Yeah. I got a girl.
that's where
I got a
that's
girl.
where
I
I
got a
grew up.
girl I used to date in Harvey, Illinois. 708. That's the area code. What you talking about?
708, no, it started with a six.
708
Um,
was the area code of Harvey, Illinois. I remember
mm-mm.
her.
Harvey, Illinois was 60426.
It was 708 too. I
You a
guarantee
damn
you it
liar,
was.
nigga. I grew up in
I
Harvey, so I can tell
guarantee
you
you it
right
was.
now.
Man, what was her name? What I guarantee you it was.
Would bring her on because I can tell you Chicago numbers do not start with no seven.
Harvey, Illinois.
708 is maybe a telephone number. I'm talking about zip code.
No, I'm talking about telephone numbers.
Oh, okay. It started with 708. Oh, nigga, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know that for a fact. Cause you
Sorry.
remember back in those days, you had see it ain't like in these days where for instance, if something happened to me, man, I wouldn't know a damn phone number. All my phone numbers is names. I'd be like, man, I only know my phone number. But back
Yeah.
in those
Nope.
days, you had to know everybody's phone number. 414
Hmm.
235 6766 312 you had to know everybody's phone number. Now with these smartphones, everything is just a name. I'm like, dude, do I even know another phone number? Who number I know besides
I
that?
know. You know what I did? I wrote my daughter's number down, my mom's, my sister's, because you never know. Something may happen where all these systems go out of whack. You
Yeah, I
need to
gotta
know
learn. I
somebody's phone
gotta
number.
learn. I gotta do like you, sis. I gotta learn like 3 numbers. I got three
Hmm.
numbers I need to learn by heart because I'm like, okay, I need to learn 3 numbers. I only know mine's right now. I need 3 more people numbers than now.
I'm gonna say this: my husband is military, so prior military. So we keep our shit on tight. You got to do this, you got to do that. If something happen, we got to meet here and do that. So yeah.
So if your so because your husband in the military, do he try to run y'all house like that?
Prior minister. He is very, whenever he say he gonna do something, he gonna do it. He gonna figure it out.
I'm talking about, but do he try to run your house like that, or you don't let him? You don't play that, do you?
Hell no, I don't play that. I don't.
Look at you, look at
Shut
you.
up.
Excuse me.
I'm a black woman. You see my face.
Yeah, I'm looking. I see you. Okay, go ahead, Tracy.
Thank you, because I can't really hear. I can hear you, but not the other ones. But
You don't
listen,
want to hear nobody else. You say
I
that
don't. I
every
can't hear
time.
'em.
How
Okay.
you hear me and never nobody else?
Hey, I don't hear you
Yeah.
sometimes, but I'm telling you, I see that thing moving, but I can't hear them.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, what I wanted to say was I wanted to apologize because I wasn't disregarding the life. You know, wasn't even thinking about that. Did you know the jury gave the verdict? I mean, gave the not the verdict, but the sentencing, and the judge usually does that. Like, there's a lot of stuff off with this whole thing. Is what I'm saying. It don't sit right. Not
They
the
had
part
court
about
on
the
Saturday.
being killed or whatever, because first of all, there had to be. I know the parents or somebody knew about bullying because how did it come up? The boy just said it. The boy just out of nowhere, a good kid, just gonna bring a knife. I'm just trying to get clarity because I already know. I already peeped the play what it is, but I understand. I'm playing devil advocate
I'm
because
gonna
y'all
say
don't
this.
believe it or something. I don't know, but or
He
we
should have
know it,
testified
but we're
to
we're
tell them
complacent with it.
why
You
he
know
had
what
that
I'm
knife.
saying? We're not okay, but what can we do about it? And I think that if we band together and just stop this, I mean, it's already done. It's so many senseless lives lost. You don't know how much killing I see here, how much stuff I see here that could have been avoided. Even when you try to avoid it, you still get in trouble. I went to prison for something I didn't do. Now I've done a lot of stuff. It don't make no sense. They
What
is
you didn't do? Tell us what you didn't do. I
Come
want to
on,
hear
come on. I want to hear
no.
this
What I'm
too.
saying is
Uh
what
oh.
I went to prison for.
that. Yeah, tell me
What
what
I
you went to
actually went
prison.
to prison for,
Yeah, tell me.
I didn't do. I went for robbery. I
Okay,
ain't
how you
robbed
didn't
no.
do it? How you didn't do it? Let me know.
So I didn't hit the lady. That's why they charged me with robbery other than theft. Because she said I hit her. The only thing I did was not let her throw me on the ground. Five females tried to throw me on the ground. Now I'm in my 40s. I was wiry. I could
Oh
fight.
my God.
You ain't throwing me on the ground. Not five females. So they had to get this big dude to get me. But
Okay, hold
anyway,
on. Wait. Hold on.
what
Where did you go?
BC?
You
Where did
missed
you
the
go?
whole
Where did you
thing.
go to prison for though?
Right.
Robbery. Cause of that.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Wait. So they charged you for robbery because you was in a fight?
No, no.
Okay, explain
Okay, so I had this kind of organized crime, right?
it.
Listen, I can hear you now.
Oh my
Listen,
gosh.
listen. So I was this
Yeah.
close from getting organized crime, but so I was retiring, and I was showing my workers because
Showing
I
law
had
and
a
order.
business, so I was showing them how I run my business, right?
Right.
And so I was on a test run because my lieutenant was going to handle, me
Right.
was going to be me.
Did your
Okay,
business consist of robbery?
theft.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we in there,
And
right?
you doing a test run on your business that consists of theft. Good.
Wasn't a test run. It was teaching her. It was on the job training.
Right. How to
Yeah.
steal.
I'm gonna mute because Bell too crazy.
I am damn.
Okay, I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up.
That's what she
Anyway,
said.
so can I
That's
tell the
funny.
story real quick?
Yes, you can.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So I was showing her how to do it. And what the process was, you go in, you get the, let's say 70
Money.
inch, let's say a 70-inch TV, right?
Right.
You get that, or a computer, or both. You get that, right? And you pay for it. Take it out, come back, go to another Walmart or any store, allegedly, and then you get the same two items because the cereal you got to get the same exact one because the serial number is the same anywhere you go if it's the same brand. And with that being said, and that business is over now. With that being said, and I already did time. Anyway, so you get the
That
receipt,
just means you good at it.
So what did
and
you
when
go
you
to?
leave,
I'm confused.
they want you to go show the receipt. Now
I'm
Right,
you
getting
can say you paid for it
confusion.
like back in electronics.
right.
So and then you come through the other register and get some cigarettes. I used to smoke cigarettes. Get some cigarettes or whatever, lottery tickets. And they won't be like wanting to see the receipt. You show them the receipt, they check the serial number, you leave. Boom. You go to another Walmart and you take and get your money back. And then you go to another, there's a lot of Walmarts. You go to another Walmart and you,
And you
you
are
do it
really
several
on here
times, right?
telling the story.
Right.
Before you get your money back. Because once you get your money back, they're going to start bark up the
Serial numbers.
exactly, right.
Yeah.
So you get it, do it several times, however many times you can do it. And then you're gonna get your money back. So now you got all your money back because I used to get people to front me the money.
You work
I
there?
know a lot of people.
No.
Anyway, yeah.
Go ahead.
Anyway,
Yeah, she worked there,
like
all
you,
right.
what you used to do.
Okay.
Anyway, so now I got like about let's say 3, 4, depending on how much help I got, right? Because it's before the oxygen and stuff. So anyway, I get that, I do that. Then you have people, different people, because you could only do three returns with no receipt on with an ID, right? And so you
Ooh-wee.
get a gift card, and then you sell the gift card for half price.
Right.
Mm.
So if let's say if I make $3,000, I get 1,500. If I
Right.
make 6,000, one day I made 12,000. I'm just saying,
Right.
And then you have to pay your workers, but your workers don't get that much because they might be what you like to call. I'll call them. They like to be smokers. Let's
Yeah,
say,
we get it. We get it.
right. So yeah. So I was showing this girl how to do it because I was going to retire, and I
Right.
really did retire because I went to jail and I was on probation. I got 10 years, right? Because I pled guilty. But listen, the reason I pled guilty, like I say, I wasn't guilty of nothing but showing her what to do. She got away, right? They seen what she was doing. She was going out. She was pushing the buggy and everything, going out with the stuff, right? But they've been watching me,
Right.
so that's why I pled guilty because it was a 2 to 20 year charge, right? And I'd never been before, so
Right.
I'm like, well, I don't know what they had, right? I know it was cameras, but I know if I couldn't see the camera, my theory was the camera can't see me, right?
Right.
Mm.
So plus I used to work retail. You know what I mean?
Right.
Loss prevention and stuff overseas for
Right.
AFES, right? So a lot of things. Yeah, I'm a lot of things.
What
Anyway,
didn't you do though? I'm trying to see what didn't you do.
I didn't steal nothing
What you
that
mean?
day.
That called a
You
part.
just
That
told a
called a
whole
party of crime.
story.
That
I was
called a,
just listen. I was just with her. I was going to return it.
that called
That's
a
all
part.
I.
That called a party to crime, sis.
Whatever.
Accessory.
Which means you was guilty.
I was not.
Yes, you was. Your story.
I agree with BT.
That story you
You
just
was
told.
guilty.
Oh, you
Right now,
definitely
if they listen to
I
your
was
story,
not
they
guilty.
coming
I
to
didn't
get you
steal
again.
anything.
you didn't
You
have
may not, but you was
Teresa gave
around
us
them.
a whole scam 101 class.
right.
Yeah, I didn't steal nothing that day.
It didn't. You didn't have to steal nothing that day.
She
It
said
was
that
your
day.
team. Y'all was doing test runs, and you was watching.
Like I went and told her that lady knew who stole that stuff.
Yeah, but you said they had been watching you
Uh,
already, so they
Again,
knew it was
so
your. They
okay,
knew it was your
BT.
gang.
No,
Go ahead.
BT.
Go ahead. I'm
I could have
listening.
just been a regular thief. Like we could have been a thief together.
How?
But
If
I
you said
didn't
they
do
was watching you.
BT, just hold up.
Yes, ma'am.
Just hold up.
Yes, ma'am.
Again, that day I was showing her what to do. I didn't do anything. My part was going to be to return it. We never got that far. We never got that far. And the
Yes, you
girl
did, cause
ran.
you showed her.
They knew we was together, but she the one that did everything. I didn't say nothing. I could have been with
You
her.
the one showed her and taught her the ropes.
BT, they didn't know that.
Okay, but they don't. Okay, that's what I'm saying. They don't have to know it for it to be true.
Okay, you right.
No, I'm serious. They don't have to
No,
know it.
you right.
That's
You
true.
right. But the reason it wasn't theft, right?
It's what you
Because this
teach your
particular
It
kids.
was
computer.
robbery and theft.
No, listen. The reason it
Accessory.
wasn't theft
Wasn't
is
it?
because it wasn't armed robbery either. It was robbery, a second degree felony, where armed robbery is a higher felony.
With
But
a weapon.
anyway, yeah, that's armed robbery.
Right.
But check it out.
Yeah, because you had a weapon.
Mine wouldn't have been nothing but theft because of the price. Anything over 500, it was under 500. This little item, right?
Did you have
Just a
a?
little
Did
item
you
just to
have a
show her what
weapon?
to do. Anyway, it was only under 500.
You hadn't retired before you got arrested, correct?
I was getting ready to retire on this. See how
So,
God have a
so
way of
you
sitting you
had.
down. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. See how God have a way of sitting you down. I've been free and clear
Yeah, you
the whole
retired.
time. And the minute I was getting ready, he like, no,
When they
no,
picked you up, that was
you
the
ain't getting
retirement.
away. No, you gonna pay for what you did, and that's what happened. But check it out. Like I said, it was a 2 to 20 year thing, and I'm like, nah, I can't do 20 years. So I pled guilty. My lawyer said, right? My lawyer said, hey, you ain't never been in no trouble, blah, blah, blah. But he set me up. That was a setup, right? And he was a black guy, and I knew him. Matter of fact, he once tried to talk to me before, and I didn't. And that's why he set me up. But check this out. And he used to, my ex fiance, he used to always get him off because he was a thief too. He, he used to always get him off for
What
real.
y'all used to
So that's
steal?
why I took him, but he was my public defender. My dude used to pay him. I wasn't paying no lawyer. Especially
What do
tried to
y'all
talk
use?
to
What do
me
y'all
and he was
steal?
friends with my dude. Yeah, no. Anyway, yeah, he set me up.
TVs.
And that's where my now I'm a criminal for life. That's it.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
but
not gonna answer my question. What
Oh
did you
well, it's
steal?
more. Go ahead
I
and
don't
ask your
think she
question.
could. I don't think she could hear you. She said
I
she only
can't
could hear
hear
me.
her.
She
Oh,
She
only
you
tell
could.
can't
me
hear.
what she's
Oh, okay.
saying.
I don't know what question you asked her, sis.
I said, what did
I
she
see her
steal?
talking. I can't hear her.
She was saying she was asking what were some of the things you stole.
Um, anything worth some money. I used to go to Lowe's,
Flat
Home
screens.
Depot, flat screens, computers, um, laptops. Oh, Kurt, them expensive vacuum cleaners that cost $500-700. Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
Tracy,
can
I
I
wish
ask
I
you this?
knew you back in the day. Look, I
Okay,
I'm
wish I
telling you
knew you
right
back in
now.
the
I'm telling you right
day.
now, baby. Baby, it was a business. I ain't
so
playing.
tell me this:
Look,
was
I ain't even
all of
gonna
that
hold
worth
you.
going to jail
Wait till you
for?
see the movie. I'm gonna have one. I'm telling you. And look, matter of fact, you know how Walmart got the stuff in cages now,
You were the
right?
reason for that.
One of them, yeah. I wasn't the only one doing it. Let me tell you something. I had this white boy. That mug was cold. He would take the. He would. I ain't lying. I see him on the news one day. I was like, oh, he took the model off the you know how the model be up on the thing because they start putting all this stuff on them and he couldn't get them off
What's
and
wrong,
they
Bam?
start putting cages. They had cages with keys.
Cause
He
Bones
took the
brought you.
model. I ain't lying. I can't
Oh,
make
I
this
thought
up.
you came out because
With
he was
no
brought.
bag, no box. He took it off the
Oh, okay.
you know how the TV be up there to be on or whatever to show you it work. He took it just off the thing and walked out
Mm,
and got away.
mm.
It was funny because he was on the news. It was crazy. He was cold though. He was a car salesman. He was good
You wasn't
because he could
scared.
walk in and walk out. They wouldn't even question him. And I used to be dressed to the nines because I was a telemarketer. I used to remember I tell you I could sell snow to an Eskimo, and I say I used to make $1,200 a week, and this is back in 2000. That was pretty good money because I'd only work 2 or 3 hours, a day, 2 or 3 days a week. So $1,200 a week was good money because I made good money selling AT&T long distance. Yeah, I got a story. and I got
Well,
a
I
lot of
mean, what did
jobs.
you
I had
sell?
a lot of jobs, and I was the mess. I was a jack of all trades, and I mastered some. And I'm
Okay.
done. Thank y'all for listening. I wanted to tell that story for a long time.
Mm.
What, the stealing story?
The story, it's a story, BT. You could call it what you want, but I got paid, and I did my.
Why you wanted to tell that story if you want us to be around
How long was you in jail?
you?
10 years, I guess.
10 years.
Because I never stole off a person.
Okay.
Let me tell you
You
something.
stole from the white folks.
No, no, let me tell you something. So
Okay.
it's the method. I can hear her now cracking up. Let me tell you something. So, so really what it was is there is insurance, right? Remember, I used to work for AFES, right? I
Right.
look, I used to even hit AFES. I ain't playing. I
Mm.
ain't care. We used to hit the grocery stores. Man, we used to hit the grocery stores and get all kind of meat and food and just fill up a cart and have some bags. Just grab a stack of bags, and as you filling up the cart, you filling up your bags, whatever you want, like going shopping and walk right out because the grocery store be so crowded they don't know who's doing what, baby. Oh, my bad. Look, I was reminiscing a little bit too much.
Calling that
Wait a
home.
minute,
Girl, I wish I knew you back in the day. Look,
baby. I was cold with it. Then I used
Nowadays
to have
we
all
need
kind
that
of
meat.
gift cards. And oh, I had everything. Look, when we go to get, I used to go and get leather. Like go to we have places called what's here Dillard's. Do y'all have Dillard's?
Hmm.
We have
Well, no,
Dillard's,
I
J.C.
know about it.
Penney,
Casey
um,
Penney, yes.
Do you
the
remember
mall.
the first thing you ever stole out of store?
Oh well, yeah.
What?
So listen, I stole a locker when I was going to the school that had lockers. This is when I got caught too. The first time I ever stole, I stole a
You
lock.
stole a locker or a
I
lock?
stole a lock. The
Okay.
first time
A
that I ever
combination
stole
lock or
a
just a regular? Okay.
combination lock and got caught. And this was going to middle school. I was going to middle school and got caught.
So the
Well, you
first
can
time
tell
you
that.
stole, wait, the first time you stole, you got
The
caught?
first listen. So listen, that should be a
And
sign.
kept
The first
going.
time I had sex, I got pregnant. The first the first time I stole, I got caught.
Oh my
And the
God!
first time I smoked, I kept smoking. You know, some people the first time they smoke, they cough. And then they don't want to do it no more. Not me. Not me. And here, look at the outcome. I'm just
So your
saying.
very first time having sex, you got pregnant.
Yeah, I didn't tell you that before.
Are
May
you
9th,
serious?
1977. I ain't tell you that.
Oh God.
No, you didn't tell.
Yes, I
The
did.
very first
Yes, I did.
time?
Yeah, I don't
You
remember.
gotta
I don't
take a
Yes, I
remember.
did. I
Tylenol
do. I
behind
do
this.
because I wrote it in my dictionary. So, and now it's embedded in my head. I'll never forget it. I
Well, if
remember.
I,
it's your first
okay,
time, then
okay,
yes, you
okay.
It's
remember
embedded in mine now.
How old was you when you got pregnant?
I was 14 the next month because my birthday is June 18th.
Right.
The next month I turned 15. I had my daughter in February of 1978, February 10th, 1978. I was still 15. That June I turned 16. My daughter
Okay.
is 48. I'll be 64.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Okay. 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 Okay.
And then 5 years, a couple months later, I had my daughter.
Oh
And
no! Should I say congratulations behind that?
I know that's what.
hey,
Well,
you
I
can say
mean, I had
whatever.
my daughter
It
when I
is
was
what it
15
is.
too. It may
But you
not be my
could say
first.
congratulations because my daughter
Did
right
you get
now
in
is
trouble?
my daughter right now is a lieutenant colonel in the Air Force, and she's a doctor. So
Congratulations.
Oh
Did you
yeah.
get
bam.
in trouble? Did you get in
Congratulations.
trouble?
Well, actually, I did not. Let me tell you this. This is a good story too.
No, ask her
Listen,
how much
Girl.
time did she serve.
I didn't get in trouble, boy. What you want?
Okay.
Ask her how much time did she serve. Um,
How much time did your daughter serve in the military?
no,
She's
no.
been
How
in
much time did she
30
serve
years.
in jail, in prison?
How much time did you serve in jail for not robbing somebody who you was robbing?
So technically, I served a year, but I got sentenced to 2 years. But I did five because I got 10 years probation first, and I did from 2004 to 2007. I did that time, right? And then I did 2 years jail time, but I only did a year, and then I had a couple months. Um, what's it called? Probation, right? Not probation, parole. Because once you go
Mhm,
to prison, then you get parole, right? So I had
mhm.
parole from I got out April 11th, 2008. I went like May 13th. I went to jail May 13th, 2007.
Did you have a papoose?
I did. My ex-husband. I told you that.
So
What you?
he stood by you while you was locked up?
No, BT. Listen. Okay.
Did he come to you in jail?
So my life of crime started after I got divorced. Ah, wait.
Okay,
That
so
part of my life of crime because we had me and my ex-husband.
Why did you start afterwards?
Okay, I ain't telling that part. That's gonna be part of the thing. Okay, BT, I'm done.
You gonna have to
I'm,
I
save this
got
I'm
more
for another
stories, right? I
night.
can't tell you everything tonight.
I'm confused. Sis, I asked you, did you have a papoose? You said yes, and then you said no.
But wait, no,
Did you have a papoose?
you said, did he wait? Oh, that's what you mean.
Did you have a papoose while you was locked up?
Right.
Yeah, but he ain't hold me down. That
Like he came
look, when
But
I
he
got
didn't
out of
have no
jail, let me
courthouse.
tell you
papoose.
something about that. When I got out of jail, I came home to beating up a chick, right?
That he
Oh
Because
was
my
messing
God.
with? That he was messing with?
no, well, yeah, but listen, that ain't why I beat her up. Listen, all my stuff, all the computers, TVs, everything that we had in the house, I done put in there, but he put some stuff in there too. But check it out. He was my fiance. We wasn't married. But check it out. He didn't do put nothing on my books because I had money when I went to jail. He ain't put nothing on my books or nothing like that. He was a smoker too. Anyway, um, I get out. He don't know. They don't know I'm getting out, right? So I
Hold on,
get
you
out.
said he was a what?
A
A
smoker.
smoker.
Yo,
So I get
who?
out.
Please.
Wait, who was he to you?
A baby
He was
daddy.
my fiance.
But you wasn't smoking at that time.
No, since
Yes,
I
she
was locked
was.
up,
Cause what?
She was smoking.
I
I
was
don't
locked
think she
up.
was. So
No,
you
I
was.
was.
Oh, so
I
you
was.
was.
Well, I
Okay.
wasn't because I was locked up. You can't. I couldn't. I didn't smoke in jail, right? And I didn't smoke long after that because listen. Let me tell you the story. If you let me tell you the story, you'll see.
Oh
I
Okay.
get
Lord.
out of jail. He don't know I'm out, right? I get out. I come home. My key don't work, right? Not only do my key don't work, all my stuff is outside. You know that's a problem right there. So
Mm.
my stuff outside in bags, but not my TVs. My TVs and computers ain't outside. My what? Right? So anyway,
I'm
I get in the house.
confused.
Listen, I get in the house, right? Girl, girl is asleep in my bed.
Who?
Girl is asleep in my bed.
The
I'm
girl who must
I'm confused.
Why? What
Golly.
you confused about, BT? Let me unconfuse you.
Okay, I'm confused of a lot of things. How long was you locked up for?
Couple months,
But you said when
What
you
she
got out,
said?
your key didn't work,
cause they changed the locks.
and you said your stuff was outside.
Uh
Except
huh.
for the TV
Cause
and
But
the
they done
but
put
computer.
me
was
out.
the
hold on,
lease
right?
or
But
mortgage your name? How
hold
can
on,
they change the locks?
hold on. But you said he didn't know you was out.
They they didn't know that I was getting out.
So why would your stuff
Mhm.
be if you was gone for months? Why would your stuff just happen to be
No,
out?
listen. He just put.
They
You know
changed the
what?
locks a long time ago.
Maybe somebody told them, BT. Maybe
Eh,
somebody let them know that I was getting out. You feel me?
Okay, but you just said they didn't know you was getting out.
Listen, I didn't tell them. But that
Okay,
don't mean that word didn't get that Tracy's out. You know, everybody know everybody. Run
okay,
their mouth. Other people got out that day too. Maybe they got home before me. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
That's why my stuff was outside, right? And my key didn't work because it ain't nothing to change the locks. We steal them and change. And we change the locks all the time. Had somebody
okay.
stand with you, they don't pay the rent, change the locks on them. Yeah, it's simple. Anyway, the locks was changed. My key didn't work. My stuff outside. The way I know my stuff outside, because I see stuff and I look in there. What is this? It's my stuff. So I get in the house because we had this dude, that's the cold white boy I told you about. he was the roommate, right? Anyway, he come and open the door because they in the room. They sleep. It's late. It's in the evening. They in the room sleep. I go in there. I punch her. Whoa! Hit him with the lamp. Now they up. Then I punch her. Woke right. Then knock her ass back out. My bad. Look. Then I'm grabbing my stuff. I'm pulling wires out the thing. Just grabbing my stuff, breaking it because I can't take it. Right. So I'm leaving, but my stuff ain't staying there. Not nope. So I broke.
Right.
That's kind of extra, but I'm a Gemini. So anyway, I broke everything up and left. And then she used to live down the street, so I went and stayed with her.
Well,
I
damn.
went stayed with her dude.
Oh,
That's that story. It was
I'm
good. It
gonna say
sounded
good
better than
night,
that's just it.
Malachi
It's gonna be in
and
my movie
chat.
too, so I can't
all right.
really
Good night,
elaborate on
Y'all
it
sister.
no
have
more. But
y'all
yeah,
have a
that's left of
blessed
that
night.
picture. Crazy,
You
right?
too.
Oh my
Thank y'all for
God.
listening.
Oh yeah, we
I
we
just
are- we always listen to you,
Yes,
sister
we do. That's
Tracy.
right.
but you know what? I got receipts because I know it sounds kind of far fetched, but I got a lot of pictures and receipts for my books and stories or whatever, because somebody gonna have to be able to see this stuff to play it.
Do you date white men?
I never have.
Put me in the den with the lines. We in the line of fire for the Messiah. Put me in the den with the lines. We in the line of fire for the Messiah. Put me in the den with the lines. We in the line of fire for the Messiah. Tryna be no hero, but I take them anywhere I go. Be in it to win it and do it to the finish. The murder in prison, the life of a Christian. This true religion, we hate it. It's hidden, forbidden to witness it like crucifixion. United, defiant, they can't keep it quiet. Our blood causes fire, we martyrs united. I ain't tryna be no hero, but I